Please take the time to visit podsurvey.com/peasants to complete a short 21-question survey. Participants in the survey will be entered into a chance to win a $100 Amazon gift card. The survey can be taken multiple times, so feel free to visit back each month for your chance to enter the drawing. Please help to support the show by using our Amazon links located in the description anytime you purchase anything from Amazon. It's a great way to support the show while just going about your normal business shopping on Amazon.com. Also, check out our storefront for Drunken Peasants recommended merchandise. Patreon pledges of $5 or more will now receive 2 private shows each month. In addition to the private shows, Patreon pledges of $10 or more will receive the Drunken Peasants post show after each episode of the Drunken Peasants, Ben and Billy's monthly shitty movie review, and regular behind-the-scenes vlogs with Ben and Billy. Sign up anytime to catch the future shows as well as past content. If you want to catch the post shows but you're not a patron, click the join link below this video to become a member of the Drunken Peasants channel. In addition to each post show, you'll also get special badges and emojis that you can use in the Drunken Peasants live chat. Streamlabs will be open for the duration of each episode. Click the link below to send us a message. Donations $20 and above will be read out through text-to-speech and will require our immediate attention. All donations below $20 will be read at the end of each segment. Keep an eye out for our weekly Streamlabs goal, which if we meet, we will do an extra show the following week. If you find any content you'd like to see us cover on the show, send it to drunkenpeasantsinbox@gmail.com. All submissions will be reviewed for possible usage in a future episode. Click the Discord link in our description to join the Drunken Peasants Discord. Interact with other Drunken Peasants fans in text and voice chat, as well as the peasants themselves. Visit the Google Play Store and download the Drunken Peasants app to catch the audio version of the show while you're on the road. In addition to the app, the audio-only version of the show is also available through iTunes, Stitcher, Spotify, SoundCloud, and other audio platforms. That's all we have for now. Enjoy the show.
Drunken Peasants Podcast.
Say, man, you got a joint? No, It'd be a lot cooler if you did.
From the strangest corners of the internet, here to bring you opinions of the world from an altered perspective. Here are your hosts, the Drunken Peasants.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Drunken Peasants Podcast, episode 522. Yeah, and before we introduce our guests, we have a few quick announcements to read off right quick here.
Yeah, really quick. I'm going to read them off. Check out our Patreon for all the awesome perks, extra shows, vlogs, Discord hangouts, and hours of other supplemental content.
Yes.
Also, this month's private show will be the 25th, and this month's Discord hangout will be the 27th. You can find that out through Patreon and everything. Dick Masterson, Earthworm Jim creator Doug Tenapal will be joining us on Tuesday, January 22nd. That's going to be a big show.
That's going to be awesome.
Yeah, the creator of Earthworm Jim.
Yeah, the creator of Earthworm Jim.
And the creator of Mad Cucks, basically, right?
Yeah, well, yeah.
By
that was
proxy.
inspired by someone.
Yeah, as inspired by. And if you don't have Patreon, still you can become a member on YouTube. That will give you access to the post shows, which we do pretty much after every episode. And also check out Underhaven, our companion show. They recently did a well-received episode with our friend, Girl Does Rant. I'm sure you guys are all familiar with her because she's cute. And if you haven't given their show a chance yet, click the link below and check it out later. Also, tomorrow on Sunday at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, Ben, Pimp Monk, Monty, and Asterios will be doing a live reaction to the WWE Royal Rumble.
Yes.
Royal Rumble, which is
over on the BENPAI channel.
On the BENPAI channel, yeah. On the Tap channel.
And one last thing we need to let everyone know, tonight's post show is going to be a little different. After this show, we're going to move over to the DP Twitch channel. The link is down in the description. Meet us there. We will be doing the post show live for everyone. The $10 patrons and the members, the YouTube members, you guys will be able to join in. We're going to play some games that everyone will be able to play. And we're also going to bring you on and we're going to talk like usual. Maybe watch some more videos and stuff,
then
too.
if you don't catch it live, you have to become a Patreon member to see it later. It's taped.
Yes.
Taped before a live studio audience.
With laugh tracks.
Yeah. But
all right, now to our guest.
Okay.
She sat there so quiet
our
for so
guest
long.
tonight is shrouded in mystery. She hides everything about herself except the cleavage, which I appreciate. The Masked Babe, how you doing tonight?
Good. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, we're glad to have you.
And how did you come to meet this individual, Billy?
The Masked Babe?
Yes.
I was having...
Were you looking for, like, drawn boobage?
Yeah,
and
I'm
became...
a big anime fan.
Yes.
And I thought this was from an anime. And I was like, what anime
looking
is your
for animated
avatar from,
boobage?
dude? I was like, dude, what's your anime avatar from? And then she's like, I'm not a dude, for one. And this is my personal avatar that I had animated myself. So it's not even a real anime. So I immediately lost my Spurg points. Because I Spurg out a little bit for anime. But
We talked about a lot about anime. Naruto, Death Note, all the big ones.
yeah,
all the big ones.
The big ones. Did you see the new Dragon Balls Broly, I think it's called? Neither did I.
Love it. Love it.
Haven't seen
Love
it.
it.
I went to go see Glass yesterday, and there was some guys that showed up, and like one guy had like a big round, like almost like an attack hat. I don't know what to say. It's like the hat could be thrown like a frisbee and chop someone's head off. And they all looked at me and they were like,
Sick.
"Are you here to watch Dragon Ball Z?" And I was like, "No."
So, let me get one thing straight.
Yeah.
So, do you like Real Stream News or do you not like them? Because Billy told me you made a video about not liking them, but then I watched him streaming and you were on the stream with him.
Okay, so here's the thing. Like,
Okay.
Real Stream and I have this real love-hate relationship.
He tried to rape
where
you? Sorry for interrupting. I'll let you tell it.
No, I don't. First of all, I want to throw out before he gets, upset that I don't think he raped anyone, and I'm not here saying that he raped anyone. Okay, but
So
he's entertaining.
hold on, really quick.
Mm-hmm.
If I were to ask you if Real Stream News raped anyone, you would say no, and no means no, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So, but if you say no twice, is that a double negative, meaning that he did rape you?
No.
Hold on, wait.
Okay, here's the thing though. As a female, I know, and I'm not saying this is what happened, but this is what his recollection of the events were, that she said no twice playfully, okay? Like when a girl says no, stop it, like enough. So maybe, that's what went down. He said that's what happened, and I wasn't there, He said that. She also said, I want you to come inside of me. So, that doesn't sound very rapey when you think about it. Did he coerce her? Perhaps.
Maybe she actually said, I want you to stop running beside me when she was trying to run away and he was chasing her.
Maybe, yeah.
I think that's what might have happened.
I was in a similar situation, except it wasn't a girl victim. It was an ice cream truck I was chasing after. Because I'm fat.
He's going to be so delighted after the stream. I know it.
Oh, it's obviously.
Oh, what? Oh, he's going to be offended when people stream about drama about someone on YouTube? He's going to get offended by that?
He's got other things, though, that are more documented, I would say, like his GoFundMe being a scam.
Oh, I didn't know about that.
Okay, let me explain.
You don't
see.
have to.
I'm an RSN connoisseur, so
Yeah.
Okay, so
unfortunately
anyone
for me-
who's not aware, because not a lot of people even know who he is, we're talking about Real Stream News, the guy Billy screamed at for 30 minutes.
I thought it was a better part of an hour.
What an hour?
I was screaming like crazy.
Part 4 of the 24-hour show, just in case you missed it.
you guys made up though.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah,
Yeah, we kissed and made up.
you guys are BFFs. You guys are good now.
Yeah,
you
I
guys
actually
should go
invited
visit
him-
Onision together.
I
make a
invited
couple
him to the
videos.
next shoot with Onision. I was like, come on over, bro. We're all going to crack open a 12-pack.
I don't know if that would go well at all, really.
Why not? Are you a fan of Onision?
Personally, I really don't care. I stopped making videos about him. He is kind of my claim to fame. That's the whole reason why I have so many subscribers and views. But after it just got a bit too much, and I don't really care anymore. I don't know. It's predictable. He does the same shit every time.
Who's your big lol cow right now? Who do you go after now? Like who's the number one?
Who do I go after? Really anyone that just catches my eye. Like sometimes is like that drag kid, for example, that I recently made a video on, and I just saw an article about it, and I saw a few videos, and I just make videos on the whim. I don't really have an upload schedule or anything.
Okay.
By the way, everybody, we're getting a lot of Streamlabs. I do want to let you guys know we are going to read them at the end of the news segment, which we're going to get into right now.
Right now.
And I want to remind everyone that this is a bonus show that we are doing right now because our generous contributors met the goal last week. We are more than halfway towards the goal for this week, so we need to hit that 800 before the end of the stream to get that bonus stream at the end of next week. I know you can do it, guys.
You can do it.
If we have, sometimes we got to go a little longer to make it happen. Hopefully, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens.
We'll see.
All right, so here's border wall gets petty between Pelosi and Trump.
Let's bring in co-host of The Five right here on Fox News, Juan Williams, and the national spokesperson of the Republican National Committee, Kayleigh McEnany. Thank you both for joining us.
Why do I
Thanks,
think this guy's played by Arsenio Hall in an Eddie Murphy movie? Is that too much to assume that this could be Arsenio Hall in an Eddie Murphy movie right now?
I don't know. I don't
think he looks like Arsenio.
Because Arsenio always had like the old man makeup. I feel like he looks more like Arsenio than Eddie Murphy. You know?
Okay.
I see more Eddie Murphy.
Really? Okay.
For sure. Yes. Okay. Yes. It's more in the mustache.
Well, all black people in makeup look the same, right? Because they're wearing face masks.
Right. Of course.
What?
Naturally.
Well, because they all look different, is what I mean to say. It's the face mask. It's the face mask that looks the same.
I like the back pedal.
Because they all look the same when they're wearing a mask. Damn it.
Yep.
Damn it.
Yep.
Mask babe, I blame this on your mask.
No, you tried to get me in trouble, and I avoided it, and you got yourself in trouble.
Yep.
So
that's gonna be a quote coming out soon. There are these quotes of things that Billy has actually said on the show with the date on them.
And I mean every single one of them too, because I'm a sick son of a bitch. It's comedy.
We went to a karaoke bar that was almost totally full of dudes, and it wasn't like a gay bar or anything.
No.
It was just a normal karaoke bar. And Billy just started yelling out, "I rape guys!"
It was just like a room full of masculinity of the like awkward variety, awkward masculinity, not toxic. It was just awkward masculinity. So I had to make it.
How did that go?
Oh, dude, 4 guys came up to me and were like, "Can I take a number?" And I'm like, "No, I don't really rape guys."
Can I kid? Okay.
Sickos.
Well, at least you know if women scorn you, you have an option. You have plenty of guys wanting to hit you up.
I'm waiting for the day that women don't want me. And I also just want to let everybody know that I shave with Gillette razors. So I'm a feminist.
Okay, so Lindsey Graham, he is generally a supporter of much of what the president does. They do break from time to time, but he said today, one sophomoric response does not deserve another. Speaker Pelosi's threat to cancel the State of the Union is very irresponsible and blatantly political. But he went on to say, Kayleigh, that...
So what this is all about is Nancy Pelosi basically is holding back the State of the Union, which is supposed to happen because the government shut down. And in turn, Trump being the commander-in-chief, canceled Pelosi's
Jet,
military jet over to, I believe it was Afghanistan or something. So,
well, it was Belgium, Afghanistan, and Egypt.
Belgium is a lot safer than Afghanistan.
Well, Egypt was there too.
Yeah, Egypt is like halfway between.
What the hell's Nancy Pelosi doing in Afghanistan though? Like,
I mean,
getting a facelift?
No,
It's culture.
Yeah,
She's
guess.
getting cultured.
Okay. She looks like the Crypt Keeper is all I'm saying.
she does. She does. I don't even think we need to watch much more of this video because I've already heard pretty much everything there is to hear about this. I'm so fucking sick of Donald Trump.
Lindsey Graham's taking her side. We should find some people send us in local news clips of like squirrels on jet skis and stuff. That's fun news. Remember when they had the guy that was shooting meat off of a trebuchet into people's houses?
What?
No.
The guy had like a catapult and he was catapulting meat into the roof of people's houses. That was a good news article. If we're gonna beat Trump, we're gonna have to beat him with like meat catapults. So if you can't find the clips of like people catapulting meat into somebody else's roof, then just start making news yourself. Go out there and be the news. Don't do anything illegal because that would be wrong. But just go out there and make the headlines.
Yeah, I mean they're having a grand old time in Paris. Here's a video.
Oh no!
Here's a video.
There must be a Snorlax over there.
This is the set of one of the new Star Wars movies. You see the Stormtrooper.
Damn it!
Better acting than the last one. Oh damn!
This is actually the Tonka Saw-Worski fight.
Everyone's like running at each other, but no one's actually hitting each other.
Did they just kidnap somebody?
Well, when the police kidnap someone, that's called arresting them.
Yeah, I feel like they just flanked in and took a body and then like ran away with it.
They found who they were looking for and they took them into custody.
Okay. It was very tactical the way they moved in and moved out.
I've been to Paris twice and it was really laid back. I can't imagine it being like this.
Yeah, they're serious about their unions, man.
When'd you go?
When did I go?
Oh yeah, it had to be a while ago.
It was a while ago. The last time, it's been, I would say, 3 years since the last, 3 or 4 years since the last time.
Yeah, it's different now. There's a lot of not French going down in Paris.
A lot of not French.
Not French.
So.
Yeah. I'm a big fan of Parisian cuisine.
Me too. Well, you know what though? People always say, "Why don't you cover international news?" I don't know what to say about it because I don't live there. I'm like, oh, I don't know whose side to be on.
All right.
I honestly,
I have an idea.
I'm just like, oh, that's fucked up. People are getting beat up. I went there and I ate some escargot and drank some wine and it was a good time.
I have an idea, Ben.
What?
This video clip right here, it wasn't too long and there wasn't any talking over it. Let's roll it back. We'll replay it and we'll call it like a wrestling match.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight we have the SWAT team versus the French immigrants. I think it's immigrant. I don't know. Was that racist? Benjamin.
I'll tell you what, I definitely side with the SWAT team. They know what's up.
It's a slobber knocker. They're pulling him out. They're dragging him out. Son of a bitch. They got him. The SWAT team got him. Son of
I can't even, I can't even do play-by-play.
Ladies and gentlemen, it looks like this one is over before it started. This round goes to the gas chamber.
It's a gas chamber match.
It's a gas chamber from hell match. And the police won. Cops win. Cops win. Son of a bitch. Yeah, maybe I don't know what else to say about
Good job.
this. I don't
That was
know.
intense.
I don't know what to say, Mass Babe. You want to be the ring girl and call the winner? And your winner
I would have
is?
to say definitely SWAT. SWAT.
And your winner is the SWAT.
Ding, ding, ding.
So I feel like that went as well as it could for on the fly wrestling call match that we only watched once before in like 40 seconds. And then had to do some sort of commentary for. That's the news today.
It was good. No, I loved it. Thank you guys. That was entertaining.
Good.
That does kind of spice it up a little bit. You know?
I mean, we had to do something.
Yeah.
Without Trump, we can't just sit back and watch.
I mean,
that
there's more.
mastermind
There's
talk.
so much fucking Trump. That's all the news, nationally is about. Like, here's the next one. Here's because Trump did a fucking public address today.
Did he have McDonald's for it?
This video is called "Trump Extends Offer to Democrats for Wall Funding."
I do want to see this offer.
Our plan includes the following: $800 million in urgent humanitarian assistance, $805 million for drug detection technology to help secure our ports
$1.6 billion
of entry,
Leaves about
an additional
4.1 billion.
2,750 border agents and law enforcement professionals.
Wonder how much that costs?
75.
Trump saying numbers is just hilarious for some reason, and he loves to say billions and billions.
So this is Trump's offer to build the wall is to spend all the money he's asking for the wall just on border security and ignore the wall.
$9,240,000,000.
I have all these different sound clips of Trump saying numbers.
I feel like you could take those and just reword him as the host of The Price is Right.
I can turn down his volume.
President.
I can turn down his volume. I just turn it down, and he's talking, and I'll play this.
$8,737,540,000.
Damn.
Pretty good.
You should be negotiating with this soundboard with Nancy Pelosi.
Yeah.
2, maybe 4.
Damn.
2, 4.
You might have a job.
Yeah.
I think you should give him a message.
If you could sit
Show him
down
your
with
talent.
Schumer and Pelosi and have this soundboard, you could probably have the wall built in a week.
Yeah. Quite possibly.
Almost 900,000 cases in order to build the trust and goodwill necessary to begin real immigration reform. There are 2 more elements to my plan. Number 1 is 3 years of legislative relief for 700,000 DACA recipients brought here unlawfully by their parents at a young age many years ago. This extension will give them access to work permits, Social Security numbers, and protection from deportation, most importantly. Secondly, 2, our proposal provides maybe 4, a 3-year extension.
Before? Why does this sound like he's giving a whole lot up here?
Did he say that the wall's off the table? I don't think so.
The money he's talking about is he's already accounted for like over half the money with the things that are non-wall related, right? If it's all the 5.7 billion he's asking for, I feel like he's giving up the wall just so he can get the 5.7 billion and call it a win.
Of temporary protected status, or TPS.
He's giving
This
DACA
means
relief?
that 300,000 immigrants whose protected status is facing expiration will now have 3 more years of certainty so that Congress can work on a larger immigration deal, which everybody wants.
I feel like he's trying to give them a fucking lot here.
Don't fall for this shit. Don't fall for it.
Well, he's trying to back himself out of a corner.
Well, let's see what happens here.
Republicans and Democrats. And our farmers and vineyards won't be affected because lawful and regulated entry into our country will be easy and consistent. That is our plan. Border security, DACA, TPS, and many other things. Straightforward, fair, reasonable, and common sense.
Simone, we were talking to you right before the president's remarks. You were saying that this deal, as we knew it at the time, wasn't fair, even though Dems would get temporary protections for Dreamers and the president would get some money for a small portion of his wall.
China.
Did anything you heard change your mind?
It didn't change my mind, and it's not going to change the Democrats' mind.
Oh, what a surprise. What a surprise. Nothing he does changes your mind, and nothing you do changes his mind. And we're still in the longest government shutdown ever.
Can we?
Beautiful.
It's going to come down to, like, all we're going to get is a billboard.
You know what is fucking hilarious about this? The Coast Guard isn't getting funded. That's border security.
Trump says that a lot of government workers that aren't getting paid right now actually support him in him building the wall and having the government shut down right now because they want the wall so badly. He's actually said that many people have come up to him that are not getting a paycheck and said, thank you for building this wall and not letting me get paid.
I'm sure there are a lot that do that.
Maybe a few. I mean, people kiss his ass no matter what. He's the president.
But I'm sure he's not talking to every
not the majority
at TSA that's sitting there digging through my pockets.
Those people are bitches and deserve to work and not get paid if they're going to thank people for doing that.
Yeah.
You know,
but the fact that he even used that as a point, like, people are thanking me, it's ridiculous. It's obviously a minority. Like, who doesn't want to get their fucking paycheck?
Hi, Medspeds. They obviously want their paycheck, right? But they want to be right more than that. So, like, they're
for Trump.
Yeah, they aligned with Trump, and now they want, yeah, Trump, we support you because, goddamn it, if we back out now, then all that other shit that we aligned with you for absolutely fucking sucks and is a complete failure and loss. It's a sunk cost fallacy. These guys are all in on Trump, so they just have to keep eating his shit until something breaks.
Do you want to, like, really trip out Medsped's while she's tripping?
Should we invite her on?
No, well, no.
Oh.
What I was gonna do is I was gonna do this, and then
Medspeds.
Yeah, hold on.
Oh no.
Let's do this. Effects and let's see, color. Yeah, there you go.
Nice.
Okay, all right, and I'm going to talk.
Medspeds. We'll see you on the mushrooms, and we want to say hello. How would you like me to come visit you? How would you like me to come during your trip? I'll take a trip to your mushroom land. You want to go to the Mushroom Kingdom, Medspeds? The medical
fucking
This is horrible.
They should have asked for universal healthcare for the wall funding. Fucking spineless faggots.
I agree.
And as I remember, Mexico was supposed to pay for...
Mexico.
Yeah.
Was supposed
Sorry,
to
I didn't know that was going to cut the rest of it off, but you're right. You're right. What else is supposed to pay for it? As Trump said multiple times during the elections. Yeah. I mean, that's politics for you, right? People make promises all the time and don't make good the promises they make.
Really?
I agree, though. I agree with Antonovich. And by the way, Antonovich, let me know when you want to be on the show. Like any of the Saturdays coming up. Well, actually, we don't plan Saturdays specifically, but usually we make the goal, and we're almost 3/4 of the way towards the goal tonight.
Yeah.
So
Medsped, we are actually basically 3/4, right? 66%.
Did that blow Medsped's mind?
2/3. No, Medsped said, fuck y'all. So, Medspeds, what I want to say, now that I'm a sweet boy again, enjoy your trip, have fun, stay warm, stay cuddly, and watch some cartoons. Just watch some cartoons.
That was great.
There's some history I'm not aware of.
No, well, you know.
Well, she's on mushrooms, so we had to say hi.
Oh, okay.
We have to
yeah,
say
you
hi.
definitely said hi. You definitely.
Yeah.
Everybody else that's not on
Intense.
mushrooms now is still tripping a little bit off
They're like,
of
what the fuck? Yeah.
And then I'm mid whatever I was doing, barking, acting as a fucking sycophant, psycho. God, I don't know what I was doing there.
Oh,
but
by the
then
way,
the money came in and threw me off, and now I'm tripping.
And by the way, Todd just became a member. Todd is the guy who makes these 3D printed figures.
Yeah. Todd's the man.
He's also a baker. He sent me chocolates with our
Were they 3D printed chocolates?
No. I showed them to you. It has that image of like me riding on your back. That drawing. They were like little chocolates. He also made TJ a birthday cake that looked like Brett Keene's head.
Oh, that was for the meetup in was it
Cleveland?
Cleveland? Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. Todd's awesome. Todd's a great artist. Todd is
he's like a baker. He's the candy man.
He's the candy man.
Cake sculptor.
Yes.
All right. So, let's
The
listen to
fact
these
of the matter
talking
is the
heads a
government is shut down because Donald Trump went back on his original deal. The Senate passed an appropriations bill that did include border security. It did not include money for his wall. When Donald Trump signaled that actually he changed his mind and now he wants money for the wall, the Republican-led House in 2018 decided not to take up the bill. When Democrats gained control of the House, Nancy Pelosi put the Republican Senate appropriations bill on the floor. It passed the House. Mitch McConnell won't take up the bill because President Trump is refusing to sign it. And so now, today, Donald Trump conspired with his Vice President, Mike Pence, and Stephen Miller, and maybe 3 other Republicans on a compromise to fix a mess that he put us in. This is not a compromise.
Okay, whatever. She said exactly what I expected her to say, and it's funny that there's like... this shit isn't even halfway done. Yeah, it's bullshit. It's just going to keep going, too.
They need to figure something else so that people can start getting their food
Put me
stamps
on
again.
CNN. I'll just be like, yeah, this is bullshit. Next.
Next. Well, they want the bullshit, right? Like,
they got 24 hours of news to fill every day. That's why CNN, oh, man. After 9/11 happened, CNN's ratings just went through the fucking roof because people were glued to their TVs 24 hours a day watching the fucking burning rubble, watching like them talk about shit in the Middle East, waiting for the next building to blow up. And that was, I mean, honestly, that was CNN's dream come true. Not saying they wanted it to happen. I'm saying like for ratings and for ad revenue and all that shit.
Yeah.
That fucking was a gold mine.
But it's not
for
just
them.
9/11, right? It's like any big travesty.
Well, that's the
or
biggest
disaster.
one. That's the biggest one.
Yeah, but we had that big oil spill that happened. It was huge ratings.
Nothing since the inception of 24-hour cable news has been as big as 9/11.
Well, yeah, but that doesn't mean they don't harp on every single opportunity, like the Exxon Valdez oil spill.
It would have to be something like... Mount Rainier erupts and annihilates the entire city of Tacoma and everyone dies.
Or like
it would have to be something big like that.
Or like a dragon climbs out of Mount Rushmore.
Oh my God, yeah. I mean, something huge like that. Yeah. But I would say mine's a little more believable than yours.
Well, we live in a world where Donald Trump is president and serves McDonald's at the White House. I think
we know the volcano will erupt someday. Like, we fucking know it will. It's funny that they keep building shit here when they know a volcano is just... I don't mean here, because we're, like, outside the blast radius, but south of us, fuck, dude. People that live down there, I can't believe there's a city there that's, like, downstream from the lava that's going to flow down the side of that fucking mountain.
That's what civilization does, though.
Just in case you don't know. We have, our biggest mountain here is a volcano that erupted 100 years ago, and there's a city south of us that's the second largest city in the area, and they're almost certainly going to get fucked by this volcano.
Enjoy it for the next 100 years until you can destroy it and make a new one all over again.
We had a scientist on here who studies volcanic activity, and he said it's going to happen like sooner. Yeah.
Really soon.
Yes.
Well, I mean, pack your bags, I guess. Good real estate, maybe. I don't know.
Nobody
cares, right?
They have an air show here every summer, and one year the fucking Blue Angels flew right over my house, and it sounded like a bomb went off, and I'm like, oh my God, the fucking volcano's erupting.
Yeah. Every time they go above a Mach, it creates a sonic boom.
Yeah,
right?
It was loud as fuck.
Wow.
Yeah.
They flew directly over my house on their way to the lake.
Mach 1 is the breaking the speed of sound by once, right? Mach 2 is breaking the speed of sound twice over. So like every time they break the speed of sound, it hits that boom. That's what those jets do.
But so every time you hear a loud boom, do you instantly assume it's the volcano?
No, because I've never heard another boom that loud. That I wasn't just expecting.
Whenever I hear a loud boom, I assume it's my mom hitting me over the head.
If I heard like a loud noise, I'd assume maybe like a car crash or something like that. But this sounded like a bomb went off, like someone dropped a nuke nearby. It was that loud.
You ever hear a transformer blow up in your neighborhood? Like those are pretty loud too.
Not like a sonic. Not
boom,
like a squadron of fighter jets flying directly over your house.
I guess when you put it that way.
Not as cool.
Yeah. Oh, here's more Trump. Trump on Kim Jong Un. How does he get around so much? So I guess next month Trump and Kim Jong Un about to hang out again.
Where at?
About to kick it. Let's see.
The White House announcing that President Trump and the North Korean dictator Kim Jong Un will meet again at the end of next month. That's new this afternoon. No word on an exact date, and no word on exactly where it'll happen. The president and the North Korean leader held their first summit in June in Singapore. They said they would.
They're so close to holding hands.
They want to look right there. You know what? This is Trump testing the waters. You know, like you're hanging out with someone you got a crush on, but you haven't gotten to that level yet. And you guys walking together. You kind of get a little close.
He doesn't know whether or not he should grab him by the pussy.
Yeah, see, because this is the point where they're they can do one of three things. They can either ignore you, push your hand away, or give you a little hand
tap
hold.
tap.
Yeah.
Little smidge.
That's
Those
what
are the
Trump's
three
doing.
Things?
I mean, I'm sure there's wacky shit.
Yeah.
That you can come up with in your twisted.
Not twisted.
Yes.
Because if hand holding is like the best outcome there, then.
No. I'm just talking about just getting to hand holding as the default outcome. And Trump's doing that. He's putting the feelers out there. You see that? He just kind of like
work toward complete denuclearization of the Korean Peninsula. But it was obvious that President Trump didn't get dictator Kim Jong.
Those two arms stay down there too.
They do.
Jong Un to agree to a timeline.
They want to hold hands,
and he
so
certainly
bad.
didn't explain how he would dismantle his nuclear.
I wanna like put the Beatles' "I Want to Hold Your Hand" over this. Like edit this video and have them walking together. Yeah.
Program, much less guaranteed that they would. In fact, we don't even have a rundown of all the weapons that they have. And since that meeting, several private analysts have published reports showing that North Korean officials are actually still working on nuclear and missile technology. So why meet again? Rich Edson reporting. He's live at the State Department.
Might as well
Hey,
sell them some now, right?
I think they're buddies, and that's why.
They didn't realize how much they had in common.
I bet. Well, I know for a fact that when Dennis Rodman went and met Kim Jong Un in person, he gave him a copy of The Art of the Deal by Donald Trump, and then I guarantee you anything, Kim Jong Un went out there and watched like all the seasons of The Apprentice.
Maybe he's meeting to get him on the new season of The Apprentice.
The Celebrity Apprentice.
The Dictatorship Apprentice.
I don't think The Apprentice exists anymore, actually. So
didn't they have Schwarzenegger take over for it for one season?
For a little while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it got cut because it just didn't get the ratings.
Yeah.
They should do a Dictatorship Apprentice once Trump takes over.
They're not doing
as
The
American
Apprentice
dictator.
anymore. You know what they were doing with the Celebrity Apprentice? Now they're doing that with Big Brother. They're taking a bunch of celebrities and putting them in like the Big Brother houses.
Yeah.
I saw Tom Green got himself on TV again doing Celebrity Big Brother.
Hey, Shep, well, they'll try to fill in those details of the very broad commitments that they agreed to in the first summit in June. The U.S. and North Korean negotiators have been stuck on getting Kim Jong Un to dismantle his arsenal.
Yes.
What Kim will get in return.
Our potbellies will touch so nice, yes.
They still look more comfortable than Schumer and Pelosi did after that address they did.
What is that haircut? Why does it have to be cut weird like that, where there's like a little handlebar?
Which one are you talking about?
Well, okay. I'm talking about the guy who can actually grow a full head of hair.
Okay.
The guy on the left.
But chooses not to?
Yeah, but chooses to like have this weird dude, sideburns are supposed to be next to your ears, not up near your temple. Okay?
Oh man.
Return and when he'll get it. American officials have had a difficult time securing details on North Korea's weapons, what it has, where it has.
Is that a shadow?
Oh, I don't think it's a shadow.
Where? What?
That
His hair.
sideburn.
Oh, it's a fucking sideburn that's up on the side of his head. Instead of on the side of his face. He missed the mark. He was a big Elvis fan.
Uh-huh.
But all the
pre-approved haircuts,
censorship.
right.
It was decades of censorship of Western society in North Korea that caused him to think sideburns are actually on the side of your head instead.
I think it looks cute.
Even Vice President Mike Pence acknowledged this week that the administration.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, look, what is this? Oh, I want my head to look as much like a square as possible, please.
He probably never looks at the side of his own head, right?
Surprised he doesn't get plastic surgery to make his double chin look more square, so he could have like a perfectly like rectangular head.
It shows wealth.
By the way, doesn't the stars and stripes look so fitting next to the North Korean flag? Holy shit. They match so, I mean, like, it's fucked up to even acknowledge that.
They do go well together.
Well, they have a star on their flag, too. They're both red, white, and blue. They have, like, this kind of, like, they both have stars and stripes.
Is North Korea the Lone Star third world nation?
No.
Is still waiting for concrete steps from North Korea on dismantling its weapons. Officials point to today's meetings as a sign of progress. Vice Chairman Kim Yong-chol and Secretary of State Mike Pompeo were supposed to have met in New York in November, though North Korea abruptly canceled that meeting. Now Vice Chairman Kim is in Washington. He's meeting with the president. The State Department says the secretary has invited Kim to a late lunch after he finishes his meetings at the White House yet.
The administration claims that it's made progress with North Korea.
Now, officials do. 27.
As far as I heard, there's been little to no progress other than them meeting.
At least he's gonna get a little late lunch, right? I could be friends with Kim Jong Un based on all the friends that I've had. I know I could hang out with that guy.
Yeah, you probably could.
If Dennis Rodman can be his buddy, I can be his buddy.
Watch him have a feeder fetish.
Oh my! Oh, I would hate that. Because like, how could
He's
I
gonna
say
feed
no?
you. He'll feed you Korean barbecue all day and then have you shit all over him.
How could I say no? There's like, I would be scared to tell that man no. He kills everybody. He killed his own brother, right? Or was his uncle or something?
His brother was assassinated.
Yeah, mysteriously after he called him a little bitch.
Well, he was supposed to be the leader, but he pissed off their dad, so Kim Jong Un got picked instead.
Damn.
Typical.
Yeah. Yep. So I guess they had this women's march, and from what I'm hearing, Louis Farrakhan had something to do with it. He also had something to do with the Million Man March, and that's why, like, I mean, basically they're saying, even though this is a pro-women's event, it's anti-Semitic. I like that.
People across the country are gearing up for this weekend's Women's March on Washington. It was founded 2 years ago, bringing together more than 400,000 protesters in Washington, D.C. alone. The movement also sparked more than 600 sister marches worldwide. But this year's third annual march is clouded with controversy. The Women's March organization is under fire for their ties to the Nation of Islam's leader, Louis Farrakhan. Co-founder Tamika Mallory attended an event last winter where Farrakhan made anti-Semitic remarks. And Mallory...
I wish he was a fictional character.
And the Women's March organization have condemned the incendiary comments that were made, but have yet to condemn Farrakhan himself. Well, several organizations have dropped their partnership with the Women's March. They include the Democratic National Committee, the Southern Poverty Law Center, Emily's List, and the National Council of Jewish Women. Now, the sense of this unity that was created by the march in 2017 is now being tested as Jewish women and other diverse groups of people debate whether they should even come out for Saturday's march. I want to bring in Linda Sarsour from Washington. She's a national organizer of the Women's March.
So they bring out the Muslim woman to talk about whether or not something is anti-Semitic.
Jewish people are really smart, though. They have the most holidays. They know how to take a day off. So if they can wiggle this into having them take a day off from the march too, I think it's a plus.
Are you saying? Did you just say they're lazy? Is that
No,
what you just
they
said?
know how to. They know how to take a day off.
So you're saying they know how to like scam people into letting them off so that they can be lazy?
They know the value of taking a break from everyday the hustle and bustle. They know the value.
Right.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't want to be labeled as anti-Semitic just because you are, Billy
I'm
the
not
Fridge.
anti-Semitic.
Just because Billy the Fridge is a disgusting racist
though
doesn't mean I have to
23andMe recently took away my 0.1% Ashkenazi Jew heritage and made me 100% pasty white
They
boy.
took away half of mine and made me 1% black. Or 0.1% black.
So where do you fit on this? Do you side with Farrakhan or do you side with...
I do not side with
You
Farrakhan
don't?
at all. I think the Nation of Islam is insane. Thankfully, they're not as powerful as they used to be. They used to be almost mafia-like in a way.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how Malcolm X got fucking killed. He crossed the wrong people in the Nation of Islam. So they're not even... I mean, like... It's like saying someone from the Nation of Islam is a Muslim is like saying a Mormon's a Christian. It's like, yeah, kind of, but there's extra shit there that was created within the last, 100 years that is almost sci-fi like in some ways.
I just like it when people act like religion isn't all one big cult all the way through.
Well, they're not together, all of them.
Well, yeah, but they're still...
A lot of them are
cults.
against each other.
It's all cults. It's cult mentality.
We just got another member, by the way. Thanks for being a member.
Hey.
You get to be part of the post show tonight, or you can watch it on video on demand. We really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Members are $10 patrons. Guys, we really want to do 2 Patreon private shows this month. We really need to hit this $4,500 goal. We're at like 4,070. So it's kind of, I mean, like, as long as we meet it by the end of the month, we'll do a second private show somewhere. We have some special things planned where we're going to do a dedicated episode dedicated to 1 or 2 specific subjects. And for those of you who, if you're already a patron and you're able to give more, let's say you want the $10 pledge, but you can give more. You can take the $10 pledge and pay $20 if you want. Or, that's just an example. So if you want to help, we get a lot of generous people helping us do the bonus shows. If you want to help us do the bonus private Patreon show, I think we're going to come up with some stuff. I'm looking into a way of streaming it outside of YouTube so we can do things that don't have to conform to YouTube's batshit crazy guidelines. So there's my
Are you going to show some goods?
Not mine.
I don't want to show my nards. I'm not showing my nards.
Not yours, but you said you want to show yours.
Yeah. You said I want to show mine, and then you're not, and then you said I'm not showing mine.
I don't want to show my nards. I didn't mean to say that I did want to. Those are private.
I think the truth came out, and you let it spill.
Paging Dr. Freud.
I'm just spilling some tea.
Spilling some tea, okay.
Some TESTICLESs.
I don't even care about what she has to say about it.
Oh my God, Ben.
I don't, and this is why.
You can't just put a woman...
I don't, and this is why. They're allowed to protest if they want, and I don't have to agree with it at all, and I can just ignore it and pretend like it doesn't matter, because in my world, it doesn't matter at all.
You can't just put a woman on TV and then say you don't care what she has to say.
Yes, I can.
Oh my God.
I have just as much right to say I don't care what she has to say as she has the right to say it. So, yeah.
Toxic. Did you see the boy in the MAGA hat that was at this rally, and he was like in the face of a Native American man while the Native American man was banging his drum? There was a bunch of like MAGA kids behind him, and this kid just has a smug face. He's like, and the guy's banging the drum, and he's just sitting there like standing in front of him, like standing up against, I don't know, women's rights.
Those guys just do that to get reactions out of people. I've seen so many retarded trolls, especially like on Facebook, people who are total cunts, and their profile is some white dude with a shitty mustache wearing a MAGA hat. So whatever. I think a lot of people don't even really give a shit about politics, and they don't necessarily support Trump. They just wear the hat out in public to get a reaction from people.
It's cool, dude. It's cool.
Yeah. What else do we have here? Oh, so here's a special counsel disputing BuzzFeed's news report on Cohen.
Good evening. We had intended to speak at the top of this program with one of two BuzzFeed reporters behind a report that, if true, meant that federal investigators had evidence that the President of the United States committed a serious crime and potentially an impeachable offense. CNN had not independently confirmed the story, nor had any other news organization. And just a few moments ago, we learned that BuzzFeed...
Yeah, so BuzzFeed was saying that Trump directly told Cohen to lie. If so, that's one of the few things he could actually get in trouble for.
Was going to pull their reporter from the program because Robert Mueller's office was about to weigh in. Well, that office has weighed in, and it is something in itself. Before getting into exactly what Mueller's office has now said, and they rarely ever say anything on the record, here's the essence of what the BuzzFeed report was. The headline read, President Trump directed his attorney, Michael Cohen, to lie to Congress about the Moscow Tower project. Earlier today, neither the president nor the White House categorically denied the substance of it. By this afternoon, though, that line had changed. Rudy Giuliani, the president's TV lawyer, calling the report categorically false. Press Secretary Sarah Sanders echoed that line.
The president has done nothing wrong. Look at which eye floats to the right or the left.
Did the president direct Michael Cohen to lie to Congress?
Look, that's absolutely ridiculous. I think that the president's outside counsel addressed this best and said in a statement earlier today that's categorically false.
Well,
my face is melting down into my neck.
Now, in a very rare move, the special counsel's office has weighed in. CNN's Sarah Murray joins us now with that and all the other late developments. So what did the special counsel's office say? And this just happened.
It did just happen, Anderson. And as you pointed out, it's remarkable that they issued a statement like this. But here's what it says from Peter Carr, the spokesman for the special.
So CNN tried to buy a blonde woman machine like Fox, and it's broken.
Yeah. We put this woman through the blonde machine.
I said platinum blonde, not dirty blonde. God damn it.
Special counsel. BuzzFeed's description of specific statements to the special counsel's office and characterization of documents and testimony obtained by this office regarding Michael Cohen's congressional testimony are not accurate. And remember, Anderson, the story, it's sourced to, federal law enforcement officials, but it also said that there were all of these documents, that there were interviews, that there were witnesses, and that is really what backed up this notion that the president had tried to get Michael Cohen to testify to something that just wasn't true in front of Congress. And now the special counsel is pretty unequivocally saying, we have documents and witness statements, but they don't back up what BuzzFeed is saying in the story.
And there were two reporters on the BuzzFeed story. We were supposed to talk to one of them. They said that they had two sources on the records, unnamed sources in federal law enforcement who, I believe it was, they claimed that they had...
They lied. No, they lied. They lied. No, they lied. They lied. No, they lied.
I just think it's interesting that Mueller's office actually responded to this one. Like, that's kind of big because they've been pretty hush about everything up until now. So, I wonder if this actually affects their case, if this becomes a public narrative, and that's why they spoke up. Why is the office speaking up now? Is everything else that was accused actually true and accurate, and they're only
I guess we'll wait and see.
Yeah.
So this is news that there might be news about something. Is that basically what it is?
Well, no, the BuzzFeed reported something that was false, and Mueller spoke up in defense of the false accusation.
Wait. Did you say BuzzFeed reported something that was false?
Yeah. BuzzFeed just needs to stick to talking about $1 burgers versus $500 burgers. That's what they're moderately good at. BuzzFeed's such a fuck organization.
So check this out. In South Carolina, they want to give inmates tablets and phones.
Talk about perks. South Carolina's about to give inmates tablets and to call home and stream movies and music. iPads in the prisons. The idea is to stop inmates from using smuggled cell phones. But aren't these perks going just a little bit too far? Here now to react, former sheriff
the fucking phone, dude. Like, they already have tablets in prison. You can buy them. They're $60, and then you can buy. They have iTunes for prisoners. It's called JPay, and you're able to text and download movies, and you can even get video calls to your home on these things.
There are these people that believe prison should be basically torture, and there shouldn't be anything to...
Prisons should be reform.
Reform, yeah.
But they don't want reform because they make money off of people going back into prison.
I've seen documentaries about prisons in Norway and Sweden. They've got recording studios. They're living in small apartments.
Yeah.
I mean, they even have access to, like, cooking utensils, like even knives and shit.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think you should take it that far. I think that you should give some luxury, though, because I think it would keep the peace, maybe. I don't know. I feel like when you starve people of resources, that's when it becomes a little bit more hostile.
Well, it becomes a black market, and then even the people working at the prison get in on it because they can make money.
Everybody gets a little skim off the top. I think that they should give them all these opportunities to better themselves, and if that includes a tablet where you can learn about the outside world and prepare to re-enter the outside world, connected to it in some way, because people get released and they're so disconnected. They don't know, they're not prepared for outside of prison life. They've been spending the last 6 months to 8 years of their life surviving in that different world, and it's a very different world inside prison than it is on the outside. We need to actually rehabilitate people so they can go back into society and contribute to society.
Maricopa
not,
County,
not revolving
Arizona.
door
Joe Arpaio. Sheriff, thanks for being here this morning.
Fuck this guy.
South Carolina is trying to say, well, you know, if these inmates aren't busy all day, they're already trying to smuggle cell phones in. Let's just pay for and give them, you know, iPhones and tablets, and they can click around all day.
Well, this is mind-boggling. I can't believe it. After 24 years as a sheriff running our jails, I did things that were somewhat unusual, but let me say this. Punishment. You know, I'm not afraid to use the word punishment. When you do a crime, you should be punished for it. Now, they
don't call it the Department of Punishment. They call it the Department of Corrections.
Yeah. There should be punishment.
If it was punishment, then we just it'd be like Singapore where we beat the fuck out of you, and then that's your punishment.
Look.
Go about your business now.
Look, I run prisons for slave labor, okay?
Yeah.
I leave my
and then they
state
have to
of
pay.
Arizona.
Remember we had Kyle from Non Sequitur on, and he had been to prison for a year, and
he had to pay daily, like $40 a day or something.
Well, when he got out, he got a bill, and if you couldn't pay it, you go back.
You go right back into prison. And this fucking asshole, Joe Arpaio, if you break the law, you should be punished. He's over here crossing state lines.
Wow, that
to hang
sounds
out.
an awful lot like somebody else.
He's over here crossing state lines to hang out at the fucking Bunny Ranch and party with Dennis Hoff the weekend before he croaks. Who knows what the fuck they were doing there legally in Nevada, fucking prostitutes. Then he comes back and prosecutes people here. Why do you think Dennis Hoff died? He probably OD'd on cocaine. Same people 1,000 motherfuckers are in prison for in this guy's state. And he's over across the state lines to party. Partying a little too hard there, bub. Maybe worry about the fucking people
R.I.P. Dennis Hoff.
Yeah, R.I.P. Den Hoff.
want to run country clubs, hotels, let iPads in there, cell phones.
It is definitely not a country club. It's definitely not a hotel.
And even if it was, what's the problem? These people are serving time and hopefully bettering themselves in the process, not worsening themselves. We don't want people to come out worse than they went in. I don't get this mentality where you have to break a motherfucker because they were a criminal. It should be the exact opposite. You should give them every opportunity to pay back their debt when they get out. Not just because they sat in a fucking cage paying their debt to society. Time is not the way you pay a fucking debt to society. Becoming a functioning member of that society is how you pay back your debt. But we don't want to make people that can actually pay back their debts. We want them to pay into the fucking prison industrial complex where they sit there and sew people's crotches together in a fucking assembly line so they can sell the pants back to the school system, wherever the fuck bids on the slave labor inside the prisons.
Okay, but a question though: would a man, a guy that committed like manslaughter, would he be the same as a pedophile? Would you expect the same? Would you expect him to have all the same rights and privileges, or is there degrees, or should everyone be treated the same?
Okay. You should have a tablet if you are a pedophile or a murderer, as long as
It
you're
should
not
have like a very limited internet
as long,
connection on it.
as long as you're not using the tablet to look up shit that's illegal.
Now, by the way, pedophilia itself is not the name of the crime. The name of the crime would be what is it? Well, there's statutory rape, and then there's
Yeah,
also
all types of
yeah, child molestation. That's another one. There's a lot of different words for it, for sure.
Yeah, but I don't think giving them a tablet is that big of a thing. Like, these tablets are all restricted. Like, your kids can probably get away with more shit on the tablet they have than these prison tablets they have. These prison tablets are an outlet for people to call their families, do emails, and they charge them out the ass for emails. It's like 10 cents send, 10 cents receive. So you do a chain of like 8 emails. You're looking at $1.60 or whatever, and they're making. All
I would
types
also say like restrict who they can and can't email.
Of course,
restrict where they can go. Limit their contact to people, to like strangers. Keep that like at like all social media. Give them a direct link to like their families. That's fine.
Yeah.
You know, that kind of the kind of stuff that keeps them from going totally crazy.
Maybe they could have like one subreddit on Reddit. They could just have like doing time.
And also, don't put violent criminals in the same place with someone who like cheated on their taxes or something like that. You know, don't put them together. There's no reason someone who, you know, wrote a bunch of fake checks or stole credit card numbers should be, you know, trying to survive in prison with a bunch of murderers and, you know, people like that, gang members.
Give them the tablets.
Yeah,
Give
that's
them,
fine.
Give them Netflix.
They control all of this equipment. Many of the people in jail are hackers anyway. They're going to mess around.
Oh, yeah, that's another
can't-
thing. That's another thing. Hackers, they shouldn't be in the same prison with people who fucking murdered and raped people. We don't, right. Like,
hackers?
Yeah, hackers should not be in the...
Don't give the hackers...
criminals should not... Non-violent criminals should not be in the same prison as violent criminals.
Don't give the hackers tablets, though.
Believe this, what's going on.
Because the violent criminals will prey upon the non-violent criminals in prison. And then someone who was a non-violent criminal has to learn to become one in prison to survive being penned up with the same fucking people.
Yeah.
So I hope that they... it's South Carolina you're talking about. They're pretty tough. They're pretty tough out there. They better reevaluate this idea and knock it off.
You know, we live in a world
Knock
now of
it
criminal
off.
justice reform, giving people second chances. So couldn't you say, well, you know, come on, if we don't need to punish them that much. I mean, just let them have a cell phone, and maybe they'll be distracted and less problems for the prison guards. What's your experience of how that really works out?
Well, it doesn't work. You know, when I took office, I took away their TV, other than a weather channel, their food, not their food, but I won't talk about the 60-cent meals.
What?
But I put up tents. I could go on and on.
Yeah, because you're a fucking slave driver, piece of shit, garbage human. That's why you did this. You go on about how much of a fucking trash man you are, and maybe that flies on Fox News.
What kind of person that like clearly isn't a fan of Mexicans would become a sheriff in southern Arizona? I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck Joe Arpaio in his ass with a hot poker.
It's like David Duke wanting to be the police chief of Detroit or something like that.
If there was enough hate in Detroit to vote David Duke in, that might work. I feel like there is enough hate in Arizona.
Oh, in Arizona, absolutely.
People are like, oh, God damn it, build a wall.
That. But what are
And there's
we
a lot of
coming
old people
to?
in Arizona too. It's like a retirement area because of the weather.
Yeah, because of the weather.
And old people love being scared of brown people.
Well, they're moving so fucking close to Mexico that it's kind of... I don't care if it's warm and you decided to move from upstate New York or wherever the fuck you moved from, you're moving to a place that was Mexico less than 100 years, or about just over 100 years ago.
Build a wall. Joe, build
So
a
yeah, there's going to be
wall.
Mexicans there. A lot
Viva
of
la
them.
raza.
Yeah, well, I mean, like a lot of them just fucking. I mean, they were there before it was annexed, and they just stayed there after it was annexed, unless they were forced to leave, which a lot of them weren't. So, yeah, I think it's time to read the Streamlabs, and while I do that, I'm going to open up the Q&A.
I want to ask you a bunch of questions, and I want to have them answered immediately.
And just a reminder, like I said before, we're going to Twitch tonight directly after this show. We're going to Twitch, the Drunken Peasants Twitch channel, to do the post show. Everyone gets to see the fucking post show this time. Our $10 plus patrons will all get to be part of the post show, and we're going to be playing some fun games like Zeeple Dome, which was a ton of fun. I played it yesterday with a bunch of people. It's going to be great. And we'll probably play some Madverse City too, which is a game I think Billy will be good at.
Hippity hop. Yeah, if you guys want to ask some questions and
I'm going to read the Streamlabs.
Make statements for me, Ben, or the Mass Babe, I will try and field them to everybody as Ben reads the Streamlabs.
All right, so Tucker White 94, roses red, violets aren't pretty. Here's some money, not your scammers can get off my property. I apologize for the stupid, awful pun.
Thank you for the money, though.
Egghead Show gave us $1. It's a dad update. Hey guys, just wanted to give you an update on my dad. He's slowly getting better. Next Monday, they're gonna have him do dialysis every other day. They also have him doing small portions of physical therapy. It's gonna take some time, but he'll get better. Well, that's good, Egghead. Now that we've established your dad is doing better, and that's doing good. Tell me, how are your performance issues going?
Violet Stoolbutter says, would you rather be a child molester and no one knows, or rather everybody think you're a child molester and you aren't? I would rather everybody think I'm a child molester and I wasn't.
And by
Holy
the way,
shit, that's a terrible question.
By the way, Egghead, next month we're getting a new sponsor, and I think it's the product for you, if you know what I'm saying.
Oh,
next week or next month, the show is getting a new sponsor. The company is called Blue Chew. We're going to have a special offer for our listeners. They're going to get a special offer code. And Egghead, from what I understand, this product can benefit you. And I'd like for you to get it, and I'd like to hear your feedback on your performance after you've tried the Blue Chew product. Anyway, look it up. Blue Chew.
Blue Chew.
Killer 77 $5. Was Earthworm Jim not created by a guy called David Perry? No, it was not. Earthworm Jim was.
Maybe he's the animator for Earthworm Jim.
No, I think I don't think so. I don't think so.
Yeah. There's a lot of weird Q&A questions going on right now.
Teddy Robson said bathroom skirting bubbles. No. It's actually male enhancement.
Just wanted to publicly state that Mr. Six Figs is a fucking faggot. That is all.
Okay.
Hey, normally I don't promote the use of the FA got word, but for Mr. Six Figs, I will make an exception. Yes, he is.
Milwaukee Atheists sent in $10. Take my dirty money. Who are your Royal Rumble picks? Fuck. You know, I need to sit down and look at who's actually in it. I'm out of the loop. I don't know. I don't watch wrestling as much as I used to, but I finally caught on to fans telling me, hey, I don't like wrestling, but I like hearing you talk about the wrestling you liked as a kid. So I'm like, fine, we'll watch the new wrestling, and people can listen to us talk about it, because that's all they're going to see. And then people will come and expect us to stream it live, and they'll get all mad, and it's going to be great.
I think I think I would call AJ Styles the winner. I don't know if he's even in it.
Is there going to be a surprise entry that'll win?
Nakamura could win and face Daniel Bryan at WrestleMania, because I know that was a match that Nakamura really wanted. It was one of the reasons why he came to WWE, and Daniel Bryan wanted it. So I could see that happening. Nakamura could be the winner.
Here's another one from from Tucker White 94. So when did we get Trump x Kim Jong Un shipping fanfics?
I think since day one. Everybody's been talking about them humping, and now they're actually holding hands and walking down the aisle together. If there was some wedding music behind that scene, I would think they were getting married, gay married.
They're a power couple.
Yeah.
FYI, your subscribe star account gives me an error message when I try to give you money there.
Shit.
Yeah, I'm aware of that, and I have no idea. I'm not. I can log in. I don't know if they're still having issues, if my account is deactivated for some reason. I'll go back in and look again. I don't know what the issue is.
Nakamura did win last year, didn't he?
Tucker White 94 $1 press in this country is a fucking joke. You're right. The press in this country is a joke. Especially real stream media. Remember when he was like, I do news. It's like, yeah, if the news is just whatever the fuck Onision did that day, then yeah, you do the news.
Well, that is the news.
And then I was like, we do the real news. He's like, the real news. I'm like, yeah, like the news.
Yeah, we talk about Donald Trump and
we talk
Paris.
about whatever the actual news channels are talking about.
It's true.
And that's boring to him.
Oh, by
He
the way,
doesn't
guys.
get that.
By the way, guys, it's not that I need glasses. It's the way Streamlabs displays these. Like they're in like a really low resolution, and they're kind of hard to read.
Should I read them then?
They're too small. I have to get a lot closer to them because they're like broken up.
They're broken.
Jenks said in a video yesterday that there was no chance BuzzFeed could be wrong because they are not right wing.
He said that?
Yeah.
Egg on his face.
I mean, when that story came out about the white guy killing the little black girl and shooting her whole family, they were all over it, and then it came out that the guy was actually black.
Yeah.
And then they backpedaled so hard on that.
Oops.
Yeah. Ray E, $5. Billy, my cat is a Maine Coon. Can you please tell Fluffy he's a beautiful Maine Coon?
Fluffy, you're a beautiful Maine cat.
No. That's not the type of cat.
Oh, yeah. Whatever type you are, your lovely version of it.
It's called a Maine Coon.
Okay, a Maine. Yeah, you're a good one of those.
No. Well, that's what he paid for you to say.
Well, I mean, yeah, but I'm not going to say it.
Why not? It's a type of cat.
I don't care.
It's a type of cat.
Yeah, the reason he wants me to say it is the reason I'm not saying it. If it was just saying the word Maine Coon, I would say the word Maine Coon. But the reason he wants me to say it is why I'm not saying it.
You just said it.
I said not because he told me to.
The reason is that it could be viewed as a racial slur if someone didn't know that that's a type of cat.
No, that's not why I'm not saying it. It's because he's only wants me to say it because it's a racial slur as well.
When you were a kid, what did like your grandparents call a Brazil nut?
Dude, we couldn't afford Brazil nuts.
Brazil nuts are not expensive.
We couldn't afford nuts. We had the Planters like garbage peanuts, unshelled. We had to shell them ourselves. We was po. We didn't even have a pool in my backyard. That's why I'm so fat.
Dragon of the West says, my old man once told me there's a difference between punishment and discipline. The discipline is paying for consequences in the hope that your kid improves their mentality, basically reforming. Punishment is just inflicting suffering for wrongdoing. I agree. Holy shit, they keep coming. We got the sweetest boy, $10. Would you rather be surrounded by people who hate you or surrounded by people you hate? I would say people I hate, because if they don't hate me, they're not going to attack me. Like, if there's a big group of people surrounding me that hate me, they might just decide to kill me or something.
I don't hate anybody, so I'd love to have some alone time.
Because a big people in a group that all hate the same person, they can all get together and whip each other up really easily.
Could I just choose to hate certain people so I could be like, oh, I hate the fuck out of Natalie Portman, and then boom, she's right there around me, and I can be like, hey, Natalie.
I hate it when Natalie Portman sucks me.
You want to hate fuck Natalie Portman?
Yeah.
You want to hate fuck? You fucking Oscar-winning Academy Award nominated slut. I wouldn't call her a slut. She's a sweet girl. Would you rather punch a baby once or get punched once a day for the rest of your life by a guy named Chet? Oh, punch a baby once.
Once.
Yeah.
Just once.
If the guy's name wasn't Chet, I would entertain him punching me every day for the rest of my life.
All right, this is the last one I'm going to read before we go back to these at the end of the show. Egghead, $1 thoughts on Finn Balor versus Brock Lesnar for the Universal Championship.
I heard that Brock Lesnar handpicked Finn Balor as his opponent because he's been having matches with the smaller guys that have been well received, like Daniel Bryan and AJ
They're easier
Styles.
to pick up in suplex.
Yeah, so I don't know. I think it's going to be a great match. I think it was a good call for him to...
I didn't even know it was happening. I'm so out of the loop. I was going to sit down and look and see what was going on later tonight.
Antonovich says Natalie Portman ain't shit. There's so many hotter women than her. It's different though, man. She's my pick. She's a highly intelligent Jewish woman.
Blue Chew is the sponsor for Eric Bischoff's podcast. Huh, cool. We have the same sponsor.
Hey.
That's awesome.
Hey.
We should get Eric on here sometime.
Young Bish?
Yeah.
Let's ask.
I like him.
I like Bischoff.
I like him. And Egghead, dude, seriously. Blue Chew, buddy.
I think Owen Hart
Blue
definitely
Chew.
would have won the heavyweight title if he didn't die. I think the same thing could be said about Mr. Perfect, but I don't know if they would have put the belt on him for sure.
I guess I'm going to keep
But I think
reading
Owen
these
for sure.
until we end the Q&A segment. Do you think they ever use the replicators on the Enterprise to make edibles?
They were probably all high on some space drug regardless, right? Like
space drug!
Yeah. They probably had some like mind-enhancing high that let them act calm
No,
and
you know
think
why?
fast.
You know why? They drank synthahol. Get this, synthahol was alcoholic drinks where it tasted exactly like the real thing but didn't get you drunk.
Why would you drink that?
I don't know!
Huh.
I don't know. It blows my fucking mind. And then, like, people, they would smuggle in Romulan ale because that shit, like, really gets you faded. But it's illegal on the Federation, so they're always like, man, this shit's illegal, man, but it's the good stuff. They're getting all drunk off of it.
Romulan ale.
Yep. I've seen people make fake Romulan ale and sell it at a Star Trek convention that I went to. Yeah.
Would you rather have an orgasm every 10 seconds or once every 10 years? Every 10 years.
Yeah, every 10 seconds you would not be able to function.
Yeah, you'd just be walking.
I mean, it's sad you'd only get one every 10 years, but you would basically be disabled if you got one every 10
It's
seconds.
not that sad, though, because you'd know every 10
You'd
years.
have to
you're
wear
like,
a
okay, here
diaper.
we go.
If you're a man, you'd have to wear a diaper.
If
Well,
you
I guess a
were coming
woman
every 10
too.
seconds, yeah.
I guess a woman too, because you'd be like fucking leaving a snail trail everywhere, right?
Whenever I make a woman come every 10 seconds, she's using a diaper afterwards, too.
But do you feel anything, or are you just permanently edging? Like,
I think you would feel a terrible discomfort after a while. Every 10 fucking seconds with no recuperation time? That's terrible.
How would you sleep?
No, even every 10 years.
Oh, every 10 years would you feel anything? Like in between,
Yeah.
you mean?
Oh my God, you'd like blow the... If you let it build up over 10 years...
Yeah.
That one time, once every 10 years would be like, you'd have to like clean the entire wall that's in front of you. You know what I mean?
Well, it's assuming there's a wall in front of you.
Think about what it's like if you don't masturbate for like a long time.
I don't know what that's like.
Really? You've never gone like more than a couple days?
Days?
No. Oh, wow.
No.
Hours for him.
You're joking now.
Probably, yeah. But I mean, what's a long time? A couple
There's
days?
a difference between what occurs if you wait than if you do it like several times in one day. It's true.
Probably, yeah. I don't know. I just remember when I was young, I used to have thick virile ropes. And now I'm old.
There's like a drink. I think Peter North endorsed this shit.
Really?
Yeah, that like is supposed to thicken it up.
Okay, hold on. What's it called? I'm buying some
I don't know.
right now.
Do like Peter North cum enhancer. I don't know what else to call it.
Cum drink?
No, don't do cum drink. Cum enhancer.
Cum
not
enhancing
drink.
beverage?
Just put cum enhancer. Listen to me.
Cum enhancement?
Cum thickener.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Tips to increase your load to reach Peter North levels. Serious? Ultimate cum load increase thread celery plus monster loads for the win. Oh my god.
There's an actual product that you can like.
New Peter North super load pills called Thunder's Place.
Yep, that kind of stuff.
Thunder's Place.
Someone said semen soda.
Semen soda.
Blech.
They
Anyway,
say the chief ingredient is Lu Chiao Ling Chi.
that sounds like some weird Chinese medicine.
Lu Chiao Ling Chi?
Yeah, there's something I drink when I have a cold. It's totally pseudoscientific, but it's like placebo for me, so it works. And it's called Southern Ban Lan Chen Zhong Ji. Southern Ban Lan.
What's that?
It's like an herbal drink, and it comes in a little packet, and you heat up some water, almost like tea, and you open the packet and pour it into some hot water, and it dissolves, and it turns all dark, and has a little bit of sugar in it to sweeten it up. And I take it like if I have a cold, and it helps my symptoms somehow. But I don't
Just
think
relaxing, man.
yeah, it's like an herbal supplement, so there's no like scientific reason that it actually works. It's herbal stuff.
Eastern meets Western. I'm looking at a forum right now about this from 2004. That's where this post is from, and I'm loving all the avatars on this forum. It's like
I'm going to move on right now.
It's like gay boys kissing and that 70s show pictures.
Yeah.
Teddy Rubston says Chinese cum increasing meds don't work. Don't trust them.
Teddy Rubskin knows.
Hey, I'll tell you what. If you want to increase your loads, you don't want that Chinese stuff.
Get the Mexican stuff.
Mucho better.
You know, I wish Teddy was on right now, but his fucking internet always fucks up.
Yeah.
Do you guys still watch Gale?
Oh yeah, but I'm taking a break from Gail. But yes, we do watch her. I'm taking a break because I'll tell you what, a lot of people are just like, no, not Gail again. So I'm giving them a break.
Look, I'll tell you, I actually talked to the guy that's behind the judge account.
Yeah, I know
the guy
him.
that talks to her. Have
I know
you talked
him.
to him?
Oh yeah, I know.
Yeah.
He's in my Discord server all the time.
Yeah, I talk to him pretty regularly.
And that's why we've had her on before. We've had her on DP in the past. So
Oh, I've never watched that. I have to see that.
Yeah, so I mean, like I've been watching Gale for like 4 years now. It blows my mind. Really quick announcement before we watch our first video. I'd like to ask, because it worked really well on our last show. Everybody, please give this video a thumbs up. Please give it a thumbs up if you haven't already. Give it a thumbs up. Become a member like Mocha just did. I don't know how to say it right. Mocha. I don't know. Please like the video. Share it out there. We can get some more people in here too. And here's the first one we have here.
Oh, Von Helton.
Full screen, everybody. Full screen.
Greetings and salutations.
Oh,
ladies
God.
and
Hold on. What's going on now? You got a little. He's got an overlay now.
Yeah.
This looks kind of familiar almost.
This is the Drunken Pagans podcast.
It is time for yet another of my series, It's the Law. And in this one, we're going to discuss, the legalities of religiosity, if you will. So without further ado,
let's get into it.
Let's get into it.
Wow.
Why does
48 intros.
Why does it even matter if you watch in full screen if the majority of the screen is just a still image, and he's a little fucking box in the corner.
He wants you to see that pentagram. I mean, why would you full screen him if he was the full fucking screen?
I'm just saying, like, what's the purpose?
So he could spend more, have more production. He's overproduces his videos because they're so underwhelmingly boring. So he adds in little tricks to make it seem like it's not.
Number 2, as I'm hoping
Give him credit. He's a grandpa.
Oh, no, he's actually not.
He's not?
No.
What is he?
I mean, like, he might have some older kids, but I know he's got kids that are young enough to be his grandkids. You know.
I'm glad to see he's eating again.
He had a wife that was like way younger than him. Probably like yeah, so and he's got little kids. He's not a grandpa. He lives in a trailer in the backwoods of Kentucky. He's got no teeth. He's the only person in the world who growing a beard doesn't help their face look better. You know, like anyone like have any insecurity about their face, they could just grow a beard over it. Von Helton can't. It just makes him look worse. It looks like he dust mopped under his bed with his chin.
Yeah, it does look pretty bad.
He does look like a grandpa, though.
Even Ted Cruz can grow a beard and look better.
Ooh, barely.
Ted Cruz looks 100% better with a beard.
Really?
Yes. You didn't see it? He's got a beard now.
I've seen the beard. It looks like he just got...
The weakest chinned motherfucker on earth. He is. I mean, like, he barely had a chin. He had, like, a neck and a face.
It doesn't look cool with the beard now because I'm used to his old...
He looks way better.
Okay. I don't know. I guess I don't... I never found him to look like Daddy with or without the beard.
Oh, yeah. Oh, here he's going to be like, yeah, my trolls hate it when I eat on camera. Because we always make fun of him eating. He calls us his trolls, which is hilarious. Because I would gather at least 25% of his viewership comes from us directly, and then another 25% are hate view. Another 50% is like hate views. I would be generous in saying 25% of Vaughn's viewership actually watches because they care about what he's saying. And not like hate watching him.
I just like how he puts all this production into making like the FBI warning, make your screen larger, the intro, multiple intro videos, and then he starts his video off by munching some fucking trash food.
Face fucking myself with some Jimmy Dean sausages right now.
You put all this work into setting up your production, and then you sit there and you slurp down some fucking scrambled eggs you microwave.
Listen.
He's got to show that he doesn't care, that he doesn't give a fuck.
After he gives so much fuck as to have multiple intros. It's so ridiculous.
Fucking dust bunny chinned motherfucker slurping down some Jimmy Dean sausage links. Gumming the shit. He bragged about how he can gum a steak. So those gums will take a finger off.
Hey,
dude,
salute.
okay, I have this sped up, by the way.
Yeah.
This is how much fucking dead air he puts in his videos.
Yeah, but thank God he had multiple intros.
Yeah, take a big gulp of orange soda.
You sure it's not Romulan
Gulp down some of
ale?
that orange soda.
That might be Romulan ale.
Romulan ale's green.
Damn it.
Mom, what do you eat on cam? Because my trolls and haters absolutely go apeshit when I do it. Fuck. They go absolutely fucking nuts.
He got us. He fucking got us. Son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Von Helton 1, Drunken Peasants 0.
Damn. Take the hell.
And so, yeah, I eat on cam. Sorry. Look up mukbang, okay? Mukbang on YouTube. That's all they do is eat on cam. I need to start doing that shit.
You're not.
But he's not doing it.
Right. He's not like reviewing food. He just... He decides, I'm going to record a video. This isn't even a live stream. He could edit it out if he wanted to.
Yeah, everything is very well edited.
Or
with
he
all the
could eat.
cuts.
He could eat before he records. He could eat after. There's a huge space of time there. But for some reason, he's got to be stuffing his fucking face. Maybe he eats all fucking day and never stops. Maybe that's why.
He could eat at the end of the video after he's done delivering his message. But no, he has to put the slurp and burp feeding fucking frenzy at the beginning before he says anything of pertinent value to the title of the video. It's the most ass backwards ideal for somebody who's trying to create what he called was his series. What was it called? Ain't That the News or some stupid fucking name he gave it? He's trying to be so professional in his little trailer park here, and then he slurps down the goddamn microwave fucking egg beaters.
When he said mukbang, I didn't know what the fuck he was talking about. I had to look it up at first. I thought it was like the Thai Jack Shack in the neighborhood that he goes and gets rubbed down at.
Like the Bukkake Central?
Yeah, the mukbang.
Mukbang, look it up.
Oh, mukbang.
You're like, what is mukbang? I want to go get one.
Anyway, we are here because it is number 2 in a series of It's the Law. And as you see over, whoops, wrong hand, where are we at? Over this way. I'll get it right. I'll get my hands right here in a minute. Over this way, you see Islam is not allowed in the USA, and it's not. 1952 McCarran-Walters Act.
That's not true.
States quite clearly that
he keeps going back to this every time.
You know why? You know how we know it's allowed? Because there's fucking mosques everywhere in pretty much every state in the country. There's Muslims everywhere. They're not getting arrested. They're not being told they can't do this shit. So that means it's allowed.
Yeah.
I mean, like, what the fuck? How can you say it's not allowed when it's clearly allowed? Are you trying to say everyone in control of the government is just missing the fact that it's actually not allowed and we're just tolerating it?
That any entity that wishes to overthrow the government in whole or in part is not allowed in the United States. Period. End of story. All right. Does Islam call for the overthrow of the United States? You betcha.
No. Okay. No. There is a call to jihad in the Quran. They don't mention the United States because the United States didn't exist until like over 1,000 years later.
Mass babe.
So,
are you Islamic?
No.
Okay, just wanted to make sure. I didn't know what was behind the mask. I had to ask.
Oh, is her mask a hijab?
I don't know.
Oh,
there's mystery here. But
no, everyone knows I'm Hispanic.
Okay, good.
I'm Latina.
Sick.
In fact, the Quran calls for the overthrow of all non-Muslim countries, not just the United States. So therefore,
yeah, okay, it doesn't call for the... I mean, it calls for Islam to basically... The flag of Islam to be flying over the entire world. It does call for that. And that's why, in many ways, Islam is a very corrupt religion and philosophy. And that's why we notice so much destabilization and religious zealotry in a lot of these Islamic countries. A lot of it also has to do with the U.S. meddling over there because there's a bunch of fucking oil. So, but yeah, Islam is not as there's no religious organization in America that we're tolerating that's trying to overthrow the government. The only religious organizations that are trying to overthrow anything here would be a terrorist organization, and of course we don't allow that.
Yeah, we do a lot of bombings and drone attacks because of terrorist organizations, so I don't think we're complicit in that at all.
Right. Well, I mean, we have sting operations
to
catch people all the time. We catch people who try to, like, even Americans that try to get recruited to join like a terror cell, and they're really talking to the FBI the entire time.
Good. That's my favorite type of catfishing. That and pedophile catfishing.
Yeah.
Not make
Islam
fun of
is
little
illegal.
Billy because you pretend to be a
Muslims are
hot
illegal.
chick.
Sharia
And
law
they
is
learn
illegal
little
on the
Billy
floor.
likes to pour candle wax on his butthole. That's not the type of catfishing I'm into.
I mean, there was the Ottoman Empire. It was a huge Islamic empire that stretched across, what would be multiple nations today.
And now their legacy is those things we put our feet up on.
No, their legacy is Turkey. But
The Ottoman is what it's called, right?
The Ottoman.
Is that from the Ottoman Empire? They love to rest their feet.
Actually, there's a show. It's called The Goldbergs, and they make that joke. The guy, the dad, he owns a furniture store, and it's called Ottoman Empire.
Oh.
Yeah.
Why is it called
Why
the
you
Ottoman?
steal jokes, Billy?
I haven't seen that episode.
You're like Carlos Mencia.
I haven't seen that particular
Billy
episode.
the Fridge, Carlos Mencia. Dude, get this trending. Get this trending. Billy the Fridge steals jokes.
Hashtag.
Yeah. I mean, he steals them from the chat all the time. We need to stop this.
I was thinking of
We need to
stealing
stop this.
a bunch of Amy Schumer jokes and doing a stand-up show, but it's all the jokes she makes about her pussy. And
You're not Amy Schumer?
No, fuck. It's not funny, man.
This time I win.
It's not funny.
This time I win. All this time I thought I was doing a show with Amy fucking Schumer.
You would.
In a Weird Al Yankovic wig.
You would.
but I'm not.
You would love that, wouldn't you? You SJW cuck. You cuck.
That was beautiful.
This is illegal. But yet our loving Congress, for whatever reason, is not enforcing the law, are they? By not enforcing this law, our nation is at risk. Our nation is at risk.
Someone photoshopped Billy's face on Amy Schumer's body.
I'd hit. Hell yeah. I'd smash me with Amy Schumer's bud.
With the tight spandex pants that she wore.
Oh, yeah. I'd be in it to win it. I wouldn't even care.
Nice.
Oh, Bud, help him.
Nice.
You're a bigot and an Islamophobe and a hater, and you don't know what the...
No, you're just stupid. I'm not even going to call you any of those things. I don't think you're smart enough to be a bigot. You don't even know what the fuck you're talking about.
Yeah.
Like, bigots know, at least they know, they have like the concept of what they know worked out. It's wrong, but it's pretty clear to them. To you, you're fucking reporting bullshit, you know, satire news articles all the time, believing them. You think a clear catfish account isn't who everyone else knew it was. You are fucking naive as shit. I'm sorry. That's your problem. I don't think you even deserve the role of all this other shit, because you're not even at that level. You're even below that.
I think you strive to be on the level of a bigot.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And you fall short.
He falls short He falls short of bigot. That says a lot.
Yeah. You add a IDI.
The fuck you're talking about because you're not fluent in Arabic. I love that. I love that excuse, by the way.
Who fucking says that? And who living in a trailer in the backwoods of Kentucky is fluent in Arabic? Not too many. Not too many, I would say.
Cracks me up. It's like we don't have anybody that knows how to translate Arabic in America. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
But yet they'll use that excuse. Well, you don't know Arabic, and so therefore you don't have any... Bullshit, motherfucker. We've had this shit translated for hundreds of years now. Literally. Thomas Jefferson.
For hundreds of years? I'm pretty sure we had it translated long before that. I'm pretty sure people were able to translate Arabic into English way, way long ago.
I actually think Thomas Jefferson was the first.
It's one of the most widely spoken languages in the world. You know, it's up there.
It's up there with Pig Latin.
Demanded a copy of the Quran. Why, you ask? Why would Jefferson demand a copy of the Quran? Because Islam declared war on America in 1776. And why did they declare war on us in 1776, Vaughn? Oh, because we were a Christian nation.
No, we weren't. And 1776. So why didn't they come? Why did no Islamic army come here if they declared war?
Maybe.
I mean, what's the purpose of declaring war and doing nothing?
Maybe. Well, isn't that when we got our independence from Europe?
Yeah.
So they just declare
not
war?
Europe, from England.
From England, yeah. But look, I don't know things at all. You know that. I'm one of the dumbest motherfuckers next to Von Helton. But that being said, they declared war in 1776 because that's when we became our own independent nation. So they just they were like, look, let's start with them now. They're new. We can beat them
there
up.
were plenty of nations around them that were actually Christian at the time that they could have more easily declared war on and gotten to them more easily. So I don't know what the
Isn't it
fuck he's
funny
talking about.
that the Muslims knew we were a Christian nation, but you don't? Yeah, isn't that amazing how that works?
Look how much his face like contours when he eats.
Because he's got no teeth. That's the bitter beer face.
Thank God this is sped up. This is horrible.
I know. Think about how slow he would be talking. And that long pause while he fucking stuffed his face and took a big gulp of orange soda. This guy puts this shit out. I wonder if he thinks... he doesn't get that many views, but he gets some. I wonder if he honestly thinks that most of them are people who really gives a fuck about what he's saying.
I mean, I don't know. I think a lot of YouTube people just don't have anybody to talk to, so they talk to themselves through a camera and hope someone watches.
He's been doing this forever. For a very, very long... I mean, you've seen the old videos of him and how much younger he looks.
Yeah.
I mean, part of that's that he ages horribly, but also it's been a while, and he never comes out looking good, but he just keeps doing it. But unlike Onision, you know, unlike Onision can do it and at least get by. He gets nothing out of this.
Onision?
But Onision still keeps doing things and never ends up looking good also.
Well, Onision will age into a Von Helton one day.
You think so?
He'll be like
He'll have dust bunnies for a beard?
Yeah, he'll have salt and pepper hair. He'll take care of his hair better than Von Helton does.
I saw a video Onision made recently dissing on bald people.
Really?
Yeah.
It's too bad.
What do you mean that's too bad?
Because what if he goes bald now? He's going to feel like an asshole.
Oh, I don't know.
Never. Not him. He could never go bald.
Hopefully
Not Onision.
He'll get hair plugs or something.
Whenever I make fun of somebody for having a pimple, I immediately get a pimple like the next day.
Yeah, it's called your dick. Oh. Man, I'm firing back on these today.
I'm going to give you a pus bukkake.
All right. Here's the next one. Oh, here's a little more Vaughn, just to torture you.
Oh, do you really believe that Bill Hicks is Alex Jones?
The profile.
Yeah, look at that. Oh, he's eating again. What a surprise.
Are you kidding?
Look at all his fucking things on his desktop.
Yep.
He's got his napkins. He's got his napkins
You know
from
why
the
I
sausages
do that?
sitting
Because
there.
it drives my trolls crazy.
All the stupid shit he does, it's actually just to fuck with the trolls. It's not because he's a fucking weirdo or anything.
Why doesn't he shut the door to his bathroom behind him? To fuck with the trolls as well?
Yeah, yeah.
Look at all my shampoo bottles in the corner.
I'll tell you what, though. It's still cleaner than Egghead's bathtub. I can tell from here.
For real.
Yeah.
Look at all my fucking shampoo bottles in the corner of my bathtub that I never use.
Dude, look at his eyes. Look at his fucking eyes. The way one's looking in a totally different direction than the other one.
Poor guy. You guys are roasting him.
Seriously, are you fucking kidding me?
Are we? Yeah, we are.
Let's review the facts. Facts. Not theories. Not speculation. Not my fucking opinion. Let's review actual...
He is the definition of a honky. Like, I always thought it was funny when... I think it's kind of funny, like, the word honky.
Yeah.
If I ever got called one, I'd, like, laugh it off. But he is... You know, he's even got like the honk, like a honky kind of voice.
Honky voice.
Yeah, yeah.
He's definitely a honky.
Fuck yeah, he is.
Mass Babe,
bona fide facts.
As a Latina woman, or should I call you Latinx?
Latinx?
Yeah,
you guys
that's-
are going to have to define that for me.
Latinx is where you don't, because there's Latino, Latina, Latinx is not assuming the gender.
Oh my God.
So should I call you Latinx?
No.
As a Latina woman, what do you think about this honky?
Pass. He's a pass.
He's a hard pass.
He's a very hard
So you mean he passes the test? Is that what you're saying?
Oh, no. He fails. F.
Oh.
F.
Yeah.
There.
1997, there were two Alex Joneses. The first Alex Jones,
Smash or pass,
buff as a motherfucker,
Benjamin.
could kick Arnold Schwarzenegger's ass.
What?
Smash or pass?
Oh,
do you
Von
smash
Helton?
or do you pass? Yeah, Mass Babe passed. Do you smash or pass?
He passed the test, right?
No.
Isn't that what she was saying?
No, she's passing on him. It's
Hold on,
rather-
listen to what he's saying. He's making a good point here.
Look like. And then just 8 months later, he blimps out as the fucking walrus. And he has a different hair part in his hair. Your hair part is like one of those things that you can't really change, okay?
Yes, you
But
can.
the part in his hair is different.
Yes, you fucking can. You can part your hair in the middle. You can part it on the side. You can put it like as a straight line. You can put it as a diagonal line.
Probably get some bangs
I mean,
going.
you can crisscross part it. You can part it over one way, part it like crisscross. I mean, yeah, it's not like a fucking fingerprint that you can't change. What? Are you shitting me? Sorry. He's so fucking dumb. Yeah, you can't comb your hair different ways. Dude, look at Donald Trump 30 years ago and look at him now. Guarantee you his part changed.
His part was surgically enhanced. It's a fucking orange wave.
Yeah.
Benjamin's getting a headache from Von Helton.
I like how there's just one long hair hanging out. It's just bothering me.
Hanging out. One scraggly fucking dust bunny. That was my favorite explanation of what that is on his chin. Ben, you are
His eyes
wrong.
Different. Teeth are different. Now, different from the other Alex, okay? I'm not talking about Bill Hicks yet. I'll get to Bill Hicks here in a second. The two Alexes are totally different. Different eyes, different noses. One's buff.
He's going to do the Alex Jones Bill Hicks thing, but he actually believes it's real when most people just laugh at it because it's a dumb meme.
One's fat. All right. How can you have two Alex Joneses in 1997?
How the fuck did someone that was once thin get fat? Not like that ever happens, right? So that means, like, this isn't the Billy the Fridge that I knew a year ago because he used to be fat and now he's noticeably thinner.
I'm still fat.
Yeah, but that Billy the Fridge was way fat.
Super fat.
So you must be somebody different.
Big hoggish pig
because
of a
people
human.
don't lose weight or gain weight, right?
Well, I mean, Von Helton used to be a thin boy, and now he's a fat.
That fucking video of him doing the sit-ups is hilarious.
Now, that's fact number one. Fact number two. All of the moles, or at least 10 of them that we've been able to identify, are the same exact moles in the same exact places that Bill Hicks has them.
You're creepy. You're creepy. If you're like studying moles on people, that's weird.
Now, are you going to tell me that that's a coincidence?
I think it's
fact number three.
insane.
Their teeth are identical. They're not close. They're identical.
Your and Brett Keene's teeth are identical. Are you the same person?
How do we know their teeth are identical?
Yeah, do we have their dental records?
By Von Helton saying they're identical, does he just mean they have all of them?
I guess so. I don't know how he can claim to know that their teeth are identical.
Their teeth are identical. They're not missing a one.
I mean, like, for them to be identical, that means there has to be two different sets of them, thus proving they're different people, right? Because to have something that's identical, you need two different cases of things that are exactly the same.
You can see that online. The pictures are online. Go compare them. They are identical. Number four, the very people that worked with Bill Hicks are working with Alex Jones. That's documented. That's not my opinion. It's documented. But yet you won't find any pictures of Alex Jones and Bill Hicks together. Why?
Because Alex Jones was basically a nobody outside of the place he was doing public access at the time that Bill Hicks was alive and being a mainstream comedian.
I love that he thinks that there should just be pictures of people together,
right?
If they aren't the same person,
right?
Why isn't Abraham Lincoln?
Like, why the fuck would Alex Jones have any business hanging out with Bill Hicks so they can take a picture together? Like, why would that happen? There's no reason for that to happen.
Both using the same people. They never met, not once, but yet they're using the same exact people. The same exact crew, down to the last man. So yes, I do believe that Alex Jones is Bill Hicks. And I don't believe it's a goddamn coincidence either. Because the Alex we had in 1997 was he was a fucking rock.
Oh, yeah.
1997.
Yeah, Alex Jones was in good, like, he was, like, doing amateur bodybuilding type shit. So, yeah, there are pictures of Alex Jones when he's, like, in his early 20s and he's looking built. That doesn't mean anything. There's all kinds of people that used to be super built that are, like, you know, fat.
How ripped was Bill Hicks?
I don't know.
So we're just supposed to assume that Bill Hicks died and faked his own death to become a bodybuilder?
I don't know.
Named Alex Jones?
I guess.
And this guy ain't nowhere
so
near
weird.
that. Not even close. And it don't take no 8 months to blimp out like that, man. No way. No way in hell. Besides, like I said, the part was on the wrong side of his head. The part in your hair, you know. Part in your hair is wrong side of the head. His nose is wrong. Eyes is wrong. Mouth is shaped wrong. Everything's wrong. Between the Alex earlier in 1997 and the Alex later in 19, they don't match at all.
So
Not
he's
even close.
saying Bill
So, yeah,
Hicks
there was
killed buff Alex Jones and then took over his body?
I don't even know what he's trying to say.
I'm so confused.
I'm moving on from Von Helton.
Moving on?
Yep. From Vorn.
Move Vaughn.
Moving on from Vorn.
Move Vaughn. Move on.
All right.
Yo, safely! Let's go find this hater, put a bullet in his pocket.
How do you like me now? I'm the only
Jesus Christ is my nigga.
Mass Babe, do you watch a lot of rap hip hop videos?
Yes.
Because these ones are probably going to be very bad. They play them for me because they disturb me terribly. I cringe when I watch bad rap. I just get like sick and angry.
Sick. Okay, I'm ready.
Mid '90s Alex Jones. Oh, by the way, yeah, we'll check those Streamlabs in a bit. We're almost to the goal, guys. We're so close.
21.
I know we can do it.
35% away. Yeah. So, I guess let's rip the Band-Aid off and get this shit over with. See what sort of cringy garbage you guys have delivered today. Okay.
Oh my God, students, look at that equation. It is so It looks like one of those things we solve for x, but you know, who understands those x's? We can only solve them by using order of operations, right?
No.
I mean, that equation, it's just so big. I can't believe x can be found. That's like out there. I mean, gross.
It's funny because she's gonna do this part better than the next part.
It's just so whack. We like to solve for x and y. Do you simplify? When Enter walks in the curriculum, shove the problem in your face, you get stuck. Wanna crumble it up because you notice that problem was tough. Before you wander off staring, there's
Why do you think a song that was popular was going to make it any better?
About butts.
A song that was popular like over 25 years ago.
Yeah. These kids know this only as the butt song their parents fuck to. But
right. Like the whole thing, it was about butts. I like big butts. It's not about math.
I like big equations. I cannot lie. My biggest problem with teacher rap is that it's a captive audience, right? Like, these kids came here to learn, and their teachers are trying to flex some stupid fucking bullshit rap curriculum on them, trying to, I guess, connect with the kids or something.
Fun. It's fun. It's cool. I'm in.
Oh, you would be. You're sick. You're sick.
the strategy we're sharing.
She's
so
not as bad
first
as
thing,
a lot of teacher rappers. She's cringy, but not, like, in the worst way, I guess is what I'm saying. I'm trying to...
terms like any x's.
Well, first of all, it's a cover. It's worse when they write their own.
But no, it's worse even when it's a cover and then like they stumble over the beat. She's not really stumbling.
No, she's doing it okay.
She's doing okay.
This isn't dude. And actually, I didn't. You know what? I did not realize that Sir Mix-a-Lot was from Seattle.
You didn't?
No, I'm not from Seattle.
Oh, bro, I was raised on that.
And the weirdest thing is that the other day when we were traveling, I was in an airport bathroom and I heard, "Hey, what's up?" Like over the loudspeaker. "Hey, what's up? This is Sir Mix-a-Lot. Let me tell you about the new TSA regulations."
Yeah.
I'm like, why the fuck is Sir Mix-a-Lot on the loudspeaker telling me about the TSA regulations?
They have Macklemore, Sir Mix-a-Lot, and like I think Chris Novacek or something.
Yeah, I looked it up. I'm like, oh, okay, that's why they have them. I'm like, why the fuck is Sir Mix-a-Lot?
No, butts in bathrooms. It makes sense.
I like big butts, but I hate big waiting lines. So make sure your bag has got proper TSA pre-check items only.
Yeah.
Ms. Hampton tried to warn me, combining like terms mandatory. 2x plus 3x, so say that equals 5x. Well, truly, combining sure is groovy.
Oh, God. So she's using a song from 25 years ago and then using a slang term from 40 years ago.
I'm wondering if the student in the class right now is recording because she asked them to, or if they were just like, oh, this is going on the internet.
That's usually it.
Logical thinking. That equation is shrinking. No sweat. What's next? You gotta find that mystery x. You gotta cancel on both sides. Something's multiplied, divide.
She's on the front row.
Yeah.
You see it added, then just subtract. That'll cancel that. So students,
No! Oh, she instructed them on audience participation before this.
Do you think she did, or do you think the students are just into it, man?
No, I don't think so.
Because they're responding. That would have been so good if they didn't respond, but now that they are responding, I got to give her some credit. The kids, she got the kids to respond. Like,
I think she was like, "Do it, you little fuckers! I'm gonna fail
You're gonna
all
have
of you."
to in that situation. Maybe you like your teacher, you know?
Maybe they like
You don't
her.
wanna let them down.
Maybe she is a fun teacher. She could be a fun teacher that just had this lapse of judgment. The kids were into it. I can't hate that much. If the kids wouldn't have responded, I would have been like, "Oh God," and melted in my chair. But the kids seem to be
She
having
looks
an okay
very
time.
small.
Yeah,
she's like not even her waist comes up to the chalk or the whiteboard.
Yeah,
you know.
Find that mystery
The
yet?
privilege
Yeah,
board.
solve it. You show your teacher what's up.
How you supposed to breathe in fucking chalk dust like we all did? It builds character, okay?
Fucking dry erase bullshit.
Smack the shit out of those fucking erasers.
That's why kids have autism and ADHD. They don't have all the chalk smoke to fucking settle them out.
Yeah, you need to breathe in the chalk dust.
Shit settles your system.
Equations are whack.
Oh no.
Equations are whack.
Oh God.
Oh wow.
Mass Babe, have you prepared a rap for us?
Why?
Mass Babe, have you prepared a rap for us today?
Of course.
Are you ready to share a rap with the class?
Yes. My name is Mass Babe. My raps are really lame. I gotta go. But thanks for the fame.
That was terrible, but it was still better than this shit.
Thank you.
Equals mx plus b. When you see that line, it means it's straight. Some people call it linear.
Do you want to listen to Danny instead?
No, I don't want to listen to Danny.
My name is Danny, and I'm here to say.
Every once in a while, we find
Don't
something
do drugs
so
or else
terrible
you'll turn gay.
that it sticks with me like herpes.
What?
Every once in a while, you get a rap so terrible that it sticks to me like herpes. I can't get rid
it's
of
with
it.
you forever.
Yeah, that
you got
the stupid fucking
quadruple
cheesecake
herpes
video.
now. Quadruple herpes.
I got stacks on stacks of herpes. Oh man.
All right. Well, I don't know why people like to make these really lame rap battles that are between famous people. You know, or it'll be fictional characters, or it'll be politicians. This one is
I think
Reagan,
8-year-olds watch it.
Ronald Reagan versus Bernie Sanders rap battle. Like what?
What a weird.
I mean, they're both politicians, but one's been dead forever.
Yeah.
Here we go. Huh?
Is this a ripoff?
Right.
Oh God. Why?
Neither of them look like who they were supposed to be.
Greetings, Americans. Reagan's here to fight. I'm the actor, the president, and the face of the new right. So I tore down the wall, broke it up to his knees. And you want to bring back socialism, crazy Bernie, please. So let me catch you up, Sanders. Reaganomics works. All my legislation gave the average American perks. And another thing you're wrong about is all of these drugs. I'm gonna make a
I don't remember Reagan wearing sunglasses all the time.
Literally, this kid's at his bar mitzvah. He just got a wad full of fucking 20s from his aunts and uncles. He's feeling himself. He put on some
I don't
glasses.
know.
He did an alt-right rap battle.
I think me and this guy should rap battle. I was obviously very talented.
Are you gonna do it as Acacia Cortez?
Who?
Whatever the fucking what's her full name? The
Acacia Cortez.
Alexandra?
Yeah, Alexandra Acacia Cortez, right? She's the new political lefty. So she takes on young Ronald Reagan in her prime. She's like the front runner for the Democratic fucking party right now. She's like the
And she raps.
We got
no, she doesn't
independence
rap,
from
but
Europe,
neither did Ronald
guys.
Reagan. Don't you have to play somebody to battle Ronald Reagan, or you just want to be the masked babe versus Ronald Reagan?
Turn these kids to thugs. I increase all the spending on our military men, making sure the Soviets won't challenge us again. I will trust that you're a joke and verify it with my rhyme. I spit fire, you spit lies, falsely accusing the rich of crimes. Look at you Benjamin Button babble.
Look at you, Benjamin.
Your mind says you're 8, yet your face is 80 to the core. Can someone help him out? He can't even compete. I mean, you couldn't see the light, so I made you feel the heat.
Now, Reagan, you're
talking, but your presidency was a blunder. You can't see now because you're 6 feet under. I've been telling everyone Washington is run by money, and you were one of the politicians owned by corporations, honey. I'ma hand out money to the families who need it.
Oh, this is the best part.
You would go out, spend it on a bunch of MC buddies.
This is definitely your favorite part, right?
Bunch of MC buddies.
The-
Hubba, hubba, bubba, gotta drink a lot of water, or else I get thirsty and I go fuck your daughter.
See the American dream is a big scary nightmare.
God,
something you
damn
can't
it.
give them even more scare. Let's take a look at your social policy. All it did was ruin lives and increase the poverty. You smacked us in the face with your stimulus package. Didn't fix any
This
problems.
couldn't be any more like boring and terrible. Why did they pick Reagan versus Bernie? Why did they pick these two little fucking white boys?
How about Bernie versus Donald?
This should be Incel versus MAGA. Proud Boy versus.
Liquid means rewind, a gunshot means forward. You requested it, so we rewind.
Sounds good. Look at those fat hands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see immigrants trying to help the immigrants. Got a lot of people trying to eradicate all of them. They trying to take away from the people. Screwing with the bank and take away from the people. We got the 1% trying to ruin all of our days. I'm done with lobby.
Don't break your mom's knickknacks, okay?
And that is just
Don't swing your arms around the priceless knickknacks. There's a Hummel over there, for God's sake.
Boy, I'm giving him points for at least trying to make a Bernie outfit. The other guy didn't.
Watch out for my snow globes.
In a part of my ways, my pole's been popping like that young Birdman do. We got uninsured
real
homies
stream?
trying to make it on through. You got 33 towers, 4 billion in total. You've been dodging all your
No, he hasn't mentioned Onision once yet.
taxes, screwing all of us over. I mean, at least you ain't like Clinton, what with all of a lying. But my Senate days are over. Here I'm drawing the line.
Okay.
He put salt on his money?
Man, dude, you gotta hear this. Bernie dropped the diss track. It doesn't sound good, dude.
Yeah, you're right. It doesn't sound good. But not the way you meant it.
You gotta hear this. Put that down.
Is this Mac Tonight or Max Headroom?
That is freaky as fuck.
I see immigrants, way too many immigrants, spending all my money just trying
This
to
is
get
so
rid
bad.
of them. They're trying to take away from the industry, messing with my bills. They losing all their dignity. I say what I want, and I don't give a damn. I want Connecticut, Delaware, and Rhode Island too. But guess what? I swear I'm gonna win America through.
Okay, Bernie wins. Bernie wins this rap battle.
Bernie wins.
Yeah.
Bernie wins. I think this is a person of color behind the mask.
I have no idea.
I see like a skin tone difference, but maybe it's the orange.
Yeah, it
It's
could just
throwing
be
me
the
off.
contrast between the two.
Because I feel like this sounds like a white dad rapping right now, and I'm so confused by everything. I'm in a state of confusion right now. This is the land of confusion.
White dads can't rap?
No.
Are you ageist?
This white dad can't rap that I'm listening to right now. He sounds like a white dad.
Okay.
He sounds like a fucking. He just got done spanking his kid for watching Yo MTV Raps.
You're in the state of Washington, not
I am.
confusion.
I am. Washington.
Washington.
Oh, Mass Babe. I'm sorry you had to watch this bullshit because
she enjoyed it.
Did you enjoy every moment of it? Do you like Trump mask? Do you want to?
I love it.
Do you want to make out with that fucking Trump mask? Look at that mouth.
Yeah.
Look at that. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. That or Von
Tongue is
Helton.
out there.
Oh, I'll take the mask. I will take the mask. Oh, sorry. I'm just having a little bit of a.
Can you take those sunglasses off?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Trump never wears sunglasses, does he?
No. Yeah. I don't think so. Well, maybe because he has the whites, or maybe that's just being old. I don't know.
Have you ever watched Corpse Midget before?
No.
So you're not familiar with the LH Show channel or Lucien Hadobach? Those are other names he
No.
goes by.
Mm-mm.
Oh my God. So like this guy used to hang out in the Onision forums back in the day, and he decided it would be in his best interest if he started his own forums that were just like Onision's, only he was in charge.
Okay.
And he's this little man, I would estimate between 4 and 4.5 feet tall. He's from Romania, and he makes these he hasn't made a video in a while, but he over the years he's made these very, very cringy videos. And since you haven't seen one yet, I'll just grab one really quick.
Okay. But the thing is, why would he open up a forum, since what drives Onision's forum is that he's Onision?
Well, maybe he wanted to be Onision.
I do think he wants to be Onision.
Yeah, even his videos are like a really like weird foreign knockoff of Onision videos.
Yeah, I'd have
basically.
to see that to
His
get the full
channel's called
picture.
Whoa.
Let me see. I'll just find one, even if it's one we've already watched before, because it's just like, it's just like, what the fuck is this? It's the stuff of nightmares.
He's a creepy little dude.
But yeah, his forums, like, there's stuff out there about it. They were called beautiful forums.
Beautiful forums?
If you want to jump down
Did-
that rabbit hole.
Did women post on it?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it was obviously a lot smaller than Onision's forums, but it had like the same concept. And also Lucian went on to Fiverr and paid a bunch of young women to make videos about how
Endorsements.
about how cool of a guy he is and how they're great friends.
Yeah.
That-
They're like reading a script. Lucian, how to
Some of them are like Asian women that you can tell don't live in the U.S.
Yeah. It was very
I
weird.
love him so much.
Yeah, exactly
he might
like
pay
that.
you for that. If you pay it,
You'll
if
see
you do that.
back. I love him so much. We are great friends.
He helped me overcome many of my
Yeah.
emotional issues
And self-esteem.
and made me a stronger woman today.
Yeah,
I
so-
recommend you would give him the time of day.
Well, then they mentioned the forum. Did you notice that? They mentioned that
Yeah.
they enjoy the forum. So here's one of his videos.
Alright gang, now that we've caught him, let's see who our ghost really is. It's the
I know this guy.
You know this guy? Yeah.
He made the intro for Rag Reynolds or something.
Oh, really?
Yes, yes. He's
Well, there
done
you
that
go.
song. I've watched a couple of his videos. Yeah.
Well, who's the other person you're mentioning, just in case people aren't aware?
Rag Reynolds is a guy that I Nabbers or something made a video about. He doesn't believe in Australia as his big gig. I don't know if you've heard of that or not.
He doesn't believe in Australia?
He was, yeah, he used to be on the Onision forums years ago.
Oh,
I mean,
well, there you go. Well, there you go.
There's like a whole world of the internet that all stems from Onision that is like hell on earth.
That's why he's so big. Because everyone knows Onision. There's not one person that, hasn't gone on YouTube or been on the internet and doesn't know about Onision some way.
He is up there.
This is a nightmare. I know I've had this nightmare before, and I woke up screaming.
I'll have this nightmare again. Rapham Raggy. Oh my god, is this the longest bullshit punchline ever?
You know that awkward moment
And that was
when you
it.
wake up in the morning and go like, oh fuck, I'm still alive. I wanted to die in my sleep so
Oh, please feel sorry for me video. This is like Onision made these kind of videos too, where he would cry and talk about how how depressed he is and shit.
Would he do them as the tag to subscribe to his channel?
I don't know.
Because this is literally him trying to pitch his channel to you at the end. Talking about, I wish I could kill myself, but I don't have the balls to do it. So instead, please, emo girls, come console me because we're all sad together. Thank you. Goodbye.
Badly, but it didn't happen, and now there's a whole new day of suffering, depression, and loneliness ahead.
Yeah.
He kind of reminds me of this Venus Angelic chick.
Okay, that sounds...
Have you guys ever heard of her?
No, a lot of people think he's like the woman that shot up YouTube. Like, yeah, he reminds a lot of people.
I do feel like they...
Katzabs or something, or
Yeah,
I don't
whatever
know.
her name was.
They do make a lot of weird content. I bet you she was an Onision fan. The YouTube shooter. I wouldn't be surprised if she was on the
She made some very weird videos. She wasn't the same nationality as Corpse Midget, though.
So, Mass Babe, back to this again. Smash or pass Corpse Midget?
You know, I like his editing. Very,
Ooh?
You never know. You never know, guys. But his hair is going to have to make me pass. Just the hair, though.
Oh,
Nothing
damn.
else.
Damn.
Nothing else.
This poor
There's
boy.
nothing else wrong with him. No.
Damn.
It's just the hair.
This poor boy only needed a haircut, and he could have been in it to win it.
Dude, his thumb.
If he had the Jim Kong Loon haircut.
The Jim Tan laundry spikes, the GTL hair spikes, the Jersey Shore hair spikes. That's what you need in your life? Oh, wow. I'm going to tell him that. I'm going to message everybody watching right now. Somebody photoshopped the hair spikes on LH so he'll go get frosted tips. Frosted tips work for some people.
He should get the Justin Timberlake spaghetti hair. Remember that shit back in the day? When he was in NSYNC and he had the fucking like weird frosted spaghetti hair shit going on? He should do that.
I feel like LH has, or Corpse Midget has a lot of dandruff though. So his frosted tips would turn into frosted flakes.
Yeah, he made this really creepy video about how hot emo girls were. That's how you know he was a big Onision fan.
Okay, but a lot of people like the goth and emo aesthetic. It's like a thing to like goth girls now.
Yeah, goth girls
It's
are
the
I
cool
mean,
thing.
you can like it, but making a weird video that seems like a desperate like plea for emo girls to find you attractive.
I guess you have to
is
see the
very
video
strange.
to see how creepy it was. He definitely caters to the emo fangirl category.
I mean, look at him.
Look at him though. If you wanted to die, wouldn't you date this guy first? That made me want to kill myself even more. Ugh.
He's got the look.
I used to be into emo chicks, but now I'm into girls with anime avatars. It's my new thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's my new fetish. Is that is it rude to refer to sexual attractions as fetishes these days?
It depends. Well,
a lot of people say like if you have an Asian girl fetish, you're a racist.
I don't
a lot of
think
people
so. I
say a
think
lot of shit's racist.
Yeah,
It's a preference, right? Like anything else.
I prefer not to have sex with guys, but that doesn't mean I'm not gonna fuck a dude.
You've used that,
That
one
means
before.
are you homophobic?
Yeah, I'm not homophobic.
Right.
Come on.
So it's the same.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
I am into midget girls, actually, Mutiny.
Yeah, we'll do this again here for everybody. Here it comes.
Should we read the recent
I want to
chats?
ask you a bunch of questions.
Yeah.
I want to have them answered immediately.
Hey guys, we're starting to wind down the show. Probably got about 15 to 20 minutes left. If we if we want to reach the goal, we have to reach it at some point before the end of the night tonight. So
does the Streamlabs from Twitch?
Streamlabs is Streamlabs. It doesn't pay attention to whether you're on Twitch
So
or
if it's
whether
on
you're
Twitch, it will count too?
Yeah,
during
because
the
it doesn't
after show?
matter. It's all the same account.
Ah. The Crazy Vincent says, "Fuck me, Billy. Are you a dwarf girl?" I'm telling you, man. I'm moving to Las Vegas. So I'm going to propose to the dwarf nurse that I met there. She's going to be my wife. I just know it. I'm calling it right now.
I want to ask you a bunch of questions. I want them answered immediately.
Questions.
So I'm looking for the last question I read. Search Uncle Deadly and you'll see what Von Helton really looks like.
Oh God. I'm doing
Uncle
it.
Deadly.
Uncle Deadly?
Yeah. What does Masked Babe think of Latin X?
That was the question I asked.
Oh
earlier.
yeah. Okay. I saw this one, mid-90s Alex Jones. $5 from Ardrich. Yes.
Uncle Deadly.
That is the fucking Jim Henson character.
Yeah.
That I said he looked like.
Yeah.
I just didn't know his name.
That's funny.
That is fucking hilarious. I need a replica of that puppet because I will sit here and make fake Von Helton videos and I'll take a fucking plate of food and like jam it into its mouth like Anyway, Adrich, $5. Bring back feminist slam poetry. It's the pain we deserve and the pain we need.
Ben stopped doing feminist slam poetry because I agreed with all the feminists.
No, actually, the
was
last one we did, you were laughing at it.
I was like, you go, girl.
Dragon in the West, $1. This beat sounds like someone banging a bunch of pots and pans together. I'm not sure which one that was, but yeah, probably.
One of the Bernie ones, I'm sure.
Meme Daddy, $10. Hey guys, take some money I would have spent on cigarettes. No more donations for me until next payday. Just found out my mom is 30% Ashkenazi Jew. So according to Jewish culture, I'm full-blown Jew. Makes sense. Explains my curly ass hair and nasally voice. Okay. Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, that is actually true. If your mom's like 30%, you could move to Israel if you wanted to.
You could move there?
30%, yeah.
Yeah, can't you? Yeah, you get like Israeli
I know you
citizenship.
could like visit. I didn't know it was a citizenship thing. I
If
thought-
you are Jewish by birthright, then you can claim Israeli citizenship, is my understanding.
Isn't it like 1% even? It matters? It's like a drop.
I don't know.
I
don't know what the minimum is.
We are so close to meeting the Goldenite.
Yeah. Dragon in the West, $1. Anytime I hear race realism, I have flashbacks to watching Man in the High Castle. I haven't seen that, but it looks pretty intriguing.
I haven't seen season 2. Season 1 was really good.
I like those what if kind of plots.
Yeah,
you know,
it's like it's 20 years after World War II. The bad guys won. Germany takes over the East Coast, and Japan takes over the West Coast. And it's really a well done program. That what if
I watched
reality.
a fake documentary years ago, and it was what if the South had won the Civil War.
Oh yeah, the Confederate States of America.
It was so ridiculous
because they have commercials in it.
Those
for like,
fake commercials.
Yeah, these commercials like have like just slaves living nowadays with us.
There were products like that kind of had racist like connotations and slogans and stuff. I mean, and then there's like the restaurant in Myrtle Beach that Pimp Monk eats at. You want to go there? Can I get your picture
I would
taken out
rather
front
not.
of it?
I would rather not. The thing about Confederate States of America was it's a very uneasy movie to kind of watch, but it's all based on like history, as if the idea that it had gone this way.
By the way, Weed Wizard, thank you for $15. And yes, Weed Cash. You know, Manny didn't send us any Bite Squad.
He must be working.
Not Bite Squad, but Treat Stream.
Treat Stream. He must be working. He's a hardworking boy. He's a hardworking Manny boy. He's probably working for free right now too. Damn it! Can we get can we get the wall out of the way so that people
Build
can
a
get
wall
paid?
around the White House.
Yes, build a walrus. I'm so mad that Manny can't get paid so he can buy us more delicious
Yeah, what the
treats.
fuck?
Trump, you're really messing with our bottom line right now. Can we have a meetup at Target Babies? Is there a Target Babies now? Target for Babies? Because Babies R Us closed down in my neighborhood. I don't know if they closed down nationwide. All the Toys R Us is closed down, right? Did all the Babies R Us follow suit?
Yeah, I think so.
Damn it.
I think the whole company went under.
I went to Target last night and I was in the baby aisle of Target.
Oh, shit!
Taco Flambe made
All
this
right.
a $34
We're
deal.
almost there. We're almost there, guys.
$34 deal.
And by the way, I'm just asking you guys, if you got any extra money that you would normally give us in donations, since we're probably going to hit this goal no matter what, slide an extra $5 over to Patreon. Even if it's just for 1 month, slide like an extra $5, or, go up 1 tier just for 1 month. Help a brother out.
Help a brother. Mass babe.
And I can say that now because I'm 0.1% black. I'll have you know.
You can't say that.
Yes, I can.
You can say that because you're a wrestling fan, and Hulk Hogan would have said brother.
Help a brother out.
Brother. Mass babe.
Brother.
What do you got coming
Yes.
up? What do you got coming up in the near
Coming
future?
up.
Coming up. In the near
Nothing
future.
really. I just do what I do on a random whim whenever I feel like it. That's about it.
You think you might make an exposed video about me?
About you?
Yeah, I could give you some real good dirt on me. Like I know a lot of like the shit that I hide.
The only thing that I would make a video on you on is how I guess you do support Onision.
That's fair though. But do I really support Onision?
Yes, because you contribute in his content, which is his like main source of
Any support, he
income.
defends him too. So
Right. Well, I don't know about that. I haven't seen him, but as far as I know, if you're in videos with him, you're supporting him, by being there, then yeah.
he also supports him by publicly defending him.
I'm his public defender, court appointed.
No, not court appointed because you don't have a law degree, but you might as well be. You act like it.
But here's my question, though.
Yeah.
Do you agree with any man, let's just not say Onision, any man, being near 30s and meeting his wife at 16?
Okay, that's not what happened, was it?
Let's see. Here we go. He's going to start like shifting.
What do you think happened?
Well, how old is she now?
She's like 22, 23,
22, 23.
Like
So let's say if he they hooked up at 17. Did he meet her at 16? Or because I know they weren't together until she was 17.
He said 16 in the video, and then a lot of people are going to say that he slipped.
Okay.
But I
He's
personally don't.
what 33 years old right now. Is that it? So you minus the 7 years, puts him at 27. He's about 10 years older than her. Do I think in his case that it's or anybody's case, any man's case, as you're saying, I wouldn't do it.
Got nothing important to say this time. Just take some money, you scammers. Thank you, Ardrich. Sorry for interrupting.
But I think the defense here is that he's been with that person for 7 years now, right? They have kids together. So yeah, it started a little younger than I would have appreciated, but the fact that they stuck it out, I think makes it a valid relationship. Maybe it didn't start under the best terms. Maybe you'd want somebody a little more closer in age, but you don't always find love that way.
Okay, so let's say the start wasn't.
You do always find
best.
it that way when that's the age range you're looking in.
But to be fair, like these girls that he's dated, they were also looking towards him. It wasn't just like he's out here preying on girls.
That's because he had
a fan base
a
of
certain degree of fame in a place on a platform where there was a large amount of people that were young, like teenage.
Yeah. And he probably had hundreds, if not thousands, of teenage girls approaching him.
Okay.
So that means he said no to hundreds or thousands of teenage girls.
I mean, extra show. Thanks, guys. anyway, so back on track though. Yeah. Because you made a joke to try and obfuscate
Not
away.
a joke.
Yes! I'm baiting.
I'm baiting with the fuck Joe hating.
Yeah.
Fuck Joe. But this is like, I don't agree with it personally, but it's not a personal thing to me. It's his personal thing.
Right. But there's other things. Like, for example, let's talk about the Billy situation where he took a girl that was... Obviously, this guy's older. You know, when you're older, I'm not saying that you should
always be more mature and, you know what you're doing. But at the same time, you are older. You have more experience than the other person.
Yeah.
And with Billy, he exposed her, talking about the punishments and humiliating her for smoking weed, something that, a bunch of people
that's
do.
That's a control thing, right? Like he was trying to control her. You agree
with that?
There's a level of dominance that some relationships have. All right.
I'm gonna read this Streamlabs text sent in because he's crying about it not being it. All right, here it is. Here's $5. Margaritaville Water Park is in the off season, so I can't donate as much. Mass Babe, I have questions about the inner workings of the female mind for a project. Can I direct them towards you? I'd ask my girl, but she doesn't exist.
Sure, you can ask any question.
Wow.
All right.
Wow.
But
there you go, Tech.
I do believe
as long as you tip.
I do believe that Onision in a relationship,
good boy.
Onision in a relationship is very dominating and controlling, and I feel like we maybe forget that some people like those type of relationships.
Okay, some people.
Yeah.
But she was exiting. It was already over, so it no longer applies.
But when relationships break up, they usually don't break up well, right? Like very rarely are people like. Well, at least immature people who are dating people 10 years younger than them, they usually don't end well. There's the campfire rule, right?
Yeah, but then when they don't end well, to make it part of your content and like blast it out there for your large audience.
But that's the thing with Onision is he always did that. That's him.
That doesn't. I don't give a fuck. That doesn't mean it's good.
Excuses it.
That was always him. That's him.
I'm not.
How does that excuse it?
It's not an excuse. It's like you go fucking date Onision because he's this famous YouTuber. You watched him say this about all the other fucking girls. You can't be that dumb where you think you're going to be the one that magically walks away without him making a video.
See what I'm talking about? How he defends them?
I'm not defending. I'm saying, are you that stupid where you think it's not going to happen?
That he uses manipulative language and he selects certain people to maybe that have a weakness. You don't think that could be the situation at all?
I don't know if he's selecting them because they have the weakness or because they want to be dominated. That's my gray area here. Some people want to be tied up and put in the basement and think it's hot. Some people want that. Some people don't want that when they're also told they can't see their family and can't smoke weed. But that still is a controlling thing that some people like in relationships of dominating
what about
natures.
When you're in a three-way relationship, let's say, and I'll use Billy again as an example, how she wanted to be most with Lainey, right? And how you don't want to lose Lainey, so you have to kind of please Greg. So it's kind of like it is a manipulation thing because it's a package deal. If you don't get Greg, he's going to make a scene about it. He's going to be like, no, I don't want this person here. Or he's going to find a reason not to have you around. Yeah. There's not anyone Lainey hasn't been with that he hasn't ended up with.
No,
so maybe they don't want to lose Lainey.
Yeah, exactly, and that's fine. That's the problem with open or poly relationships, or whatever you want to call it, three ways. That's the problem with those, is that there's always going to be one person that wants something the other isn't having, and
it's
you gotta
okay
make
that he knowingly goes ahead and takes advantage of that and says, I'm going to get what I want because this person wants Lainey. That's okay, right?
Is it okay? I don't know. I'm not in that relationship. Like
that depends on what your definition
do I think it's okay?
This is who you associate with. I don't know. Like
I've never been in the Trinity with him, so I don't know. I'm cool. Here's what I'm cool with. I'm cool with him having a relationship with his wife and inviting people to come into it. And if he wants to be a part of it equally and they don't want to be, then they shouldn't enter the relationship. They shouldn't choose to be with Lainey and Onision if they don't want to be with Lainey and Onision. I know for a fact there are tons of girls that would love to be in the Trinity, and he doesn't bring them in. So it's not like some open door thing. There is some level of vetting and
he doesn't
interest.
vet very well then.
Well, I mean, he's also a fucking horny dude, right? He like
right.
Onision said to me, he's like, I'll admit I'm a bit of a pervert. You know, I don't think that he was making anything illegal. He likes sex, and he likes...
Real Stream News is going to play this on...
Billy Fritz says Onision is perverted.
Hi, Real Stream.
But yeah, he's a pervert. He likes to be perverted, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
It depends on how far you take it.
Totally.
There can be things wrong with being perverted.
Of course, and there could be things wrong with being gay, but we're not going to say that gay is wrong.
Not necessarily. I mean, what do you mean?
Having unprotected fucking butt sex where your butthole rips open. You can abuse anything, but that doesn't make perversion wrong. It doesn't make gay wrong. You can abuse anything.
I don't think those things
are on the same level. There's not a problem with perversion. There's a problem with abuse of perversion.
I don't think gayness is a perversion.
I'm not saying it is. I'm saying that it can be abused. I'm saying because
you are all over the fucking map right now.
No, I'm just saying that perversion can be bad, and so can a lot of things. And I said gay because gay is something that recently was looked at as a taboo, and now we all accept it as being a way of living your life sexually, which perversion is a way of living your life sexually, as long as it's not abused. Do I want to defend Onision all the fucking time? No, I don't. I don't think I should, but I don't like it when people are like, he's a pedophile, he's a groomer, and they don't bring me fucking facts, but then they call me a fucking pedophile and a groomer for doing videos with him. And I'm like, that doesn't make sense to me, and I will defend that. I don't want to defend Onision ever because he's his own fucking man, makes his own mistakes, and he makes many mistakes. I don't make those mistakes for him, but those mistakes haven't encroached on my personal life other than the fanatic people that follow Onision simply to see the next fuck up he has. He's the lol cow, and they're farming for milk. They want his milk. They want to milk the cow.
And Daniel's son, he's one of the big ones now.
Yeah, which is funny to me because
we know both of them.
No, it's just funny to me because like a year ago he was trying to like.
The weird thing for us is that they all live around here. They all live around us. It's so weird to know all these fucking people.
But Daniel was like trying to bury the hatchet like a year ago.
He was.
And he was ready to like just move on.
And
Greg was like, no. And so I'm thinking, is Daniel now going hard on Greg because he's like, fuck that guy? He said no to me.
And he's finding success doing it.
Everybody is. Onision's great right now.
Daniel's old school though, making Onision videos. He made he has Onision videos going like 6 years, 7 years in the past.
Yeah.
And only now are they having like the huge returns, like over 1 million views.
I think he always had decent returns.
Not 1.5 million views in a week.
Of course not that much in a week, but that's
because the hate is way bigger now than it ever was before. It's at a critical mass.
It is. There's like that one girl, Strange Ions, who did his book review. And
I remember I asked Greg about...
Yeah, she's getting huge views. Everybody's getting huge views. There's like... Shanny for Christ gets like 2,000 views as opposed to a regular 143. But yeah, I don't... like. There's a lot of things Greg does that that bothers me,
Like what? I want to hear you say.
But what makes him a good guy, then?
No, I want to hear what bothers him.
Did I say good guy?
Hold on, no. Tell me what bothers you about him.
I didn't like the way he went after Eugenia Cooney. I didn't think that the Shane Dawson thing was the calling him a pedophile over some jokes made. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with the way he treated Maddie. With Maddie, I felt like, because I was in the same video that she responded to, and when I saw that video, my first reaction was I felt bad for Maddie that she got in shit with her DDLG community, and I never thought Greg would disavow her over the video, because I didn't think that myself.
You never thought Greg would disavow someone that was once close to him due to some petty drama?
Not over that video, because when I was part of the video too. I was called out in the video, and I thought very differently than Greg did about that. That's why I disagree with him on that. Because when I saw it, I felt bad for Maddie. I was like, I hope she works things out with her people. He's like, fuck her. She talked about me behind my back, and I'm like, whoa, I never expected that reaction out of him over this. I didn't. So there's a lot of things that happen with Greg that I don't condone, and I don't have to condone.
We are about to go to Twitch, I think.
Not until Mass Babe finishes her inquisition.
Yeah. Let's we can do that a little more. We can do that a little more.
Just a little more, because I want to answer these questions, as much as we can without going too far over, but yeah,
I don't know.
This is why I like Greg. This is why I think Greg's a good guy. All right, he is really good at shooting videos and getting multiple angles in one take. And I'm a one take type of guy, so when I shoot with him,
does that make him a good guy?
He's a good. He's good at directing.
Okay. So that's like Roman Polanski, good at directing, not a good guy.
I don't know. I never worked with Roman Polanski.
You know,
No,
I'm
sure-
going to be
sure he's
really
good.
honest.
Yeah.
I think that this is more of a YouTube thing, and it's more of you don't want to burn a bridge type deal.
I will burn the Onision Bridge if somebody produces some proof that he groomed a kid and is a pedophile. Like,
He doesn't have to be so that's the limit. Like,
No, that's
none
not the
of these
limit.
other
That's
things,
not the
little
limit.
small things.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. I have a lot of friends who have been in bad relationships, and they just chose not to publicize every fucking moment of it. All right, Onision to me is not that much different than a half dozen other friends of mine. That have been in shitty scenarios. The difference is everybody sees Onision shit. If you've ever been in a relationship where you were the fucking bad guy, then I'm sorry that the world didn't get to see that, because maybe you'd sympathize more with Onision. I haven't been in a relationship where I was the super bad guy, but I know I've been in relationships where they didn't end the way I wanted them to be, and I feel fucking bad about that, but I didn't fucking publicize it. If I did, maybe people would look at me and be like, "Oh man, you should have never peed in the bed with that girl. That was so rude."
But it's not a couple of times. There's consistency, right?
Yeah, because people have habits, and his habit is that he is the type of person he is, and maybe he'll get better, right? Maybe he'll get better. Right now, he's in a relationship that's lasted pretty long. His last drama was 2 years ago with Billy, and then this Sarah stuff that's getting brought up right now, the girl that he's saying was grooming, that was from years ago as well. So now
do you think
we're dealing with
Lainey
old
is
shit.
at all financially tied to him?
Financially tied? They're married,
Or dependent,
right?
I would say.
I don't know. I don't know if she's dependent right now. Her
Right.
channel seems to be doing as well as his. He's not doing that well, right? Like if
he is in some serious debt.
If the IRS thing goes through, she might be the moneymaker. I don't know though. Like here's another thing about Lainey, right? Or Kai. I've never really had a big conversation with Kai. I've been around a little bit here and there. I don't know them very well at all. I just know that Greg has a lot of love for them and calls and checks in when we're doing shoots and stuff, and is an attentive husband when he's away from her while we're shooting. We don't shoot around her often. We go and we get places where we look like rent Airbnbs or go to an on-site shooting type thing, and that's what I know of Kai. So I can't answer a lot of the questions there from a personal level. It's all speculation there with me, like it is with everybody else who seems to be speculating about things.
And what do you think about then Lainey or Kai or whatever having these feelings about being a male and maybe being pressured to not get any testosterone or surgery because of what Onision likes?
I mean, is he saying that he doesn't want her to, or want him to?
I don't think so. But it's very clear that Onision's always said that he was a straight male, and so I think that would affect, his sexuality, right? I mean, I'm not saying that it's real, but I mean, it's implied.
I don't know. If maybe Kai isn't in a place where the hormones are where they want to be yet. I think that Kai's been very fluid over the last couple years. And we'll see where it lands. And I wouldn't recommend the hormones at this point in time. I don't. There's a certain age, I think, where hormones have a quicker effect the earlier you get them. That's usually through the pubescent period. But now that Kai is 23, I don't know if there's a necessary rush. I don't know.
Okay.
I here's another thing. I do think Onision wants to fuck a guy. The way he looks at me and Joe when we're naked in the hot tub makes me think he's drooling and wants to bang us. But no, I don't know. If I told Onision there was a pussy behind my dick hole in my boxers, my little pee hole in my boxers, I don't think he would try and fuck me. I don't know if that makes sense at all.
Well, I mean, I don't know. You wouldn't know because you're not a woman. You haven't had that experience.
Yeah.
Your type of cleavage doesn't attract him.
We don't know that. I got curves. But I don't think that Greg is like a horn dog that's just going after. Like when I'm filming with him and other girls, he's got his mask on to be a very gentlemanly dude, right? I'm the one that's more rude and callous around the girls than he is. So maybe that's him hiding the fact that he wants to groom and add them to his trinity. I don't fucking know. I never see it. I never see that.
Well, you always see this kind of shit on like TV, right? Where there's like this guy that like killed. I'm not, trying to really compare him to a killer or even a rapist. And it's like, well, I never expected it. Even serial killers like Ted Bundy. Like I never expected
him.
it.
I would expect him to be a killer if like someone was like, oh, Onision killed somebody. I'd be like, oh, okay, that makes sense actually.
Okay.
He's
That's
like
plausible.
Because he's a very like calculated person. Like I was talking to him about Shane Dawson this the last shot we did, and he was talking about Shane Dawson. He's like, one of the things Shane Dawson said about me is that I don't look waiters and waitresses in the eye. He was like, I just don't see why you would make eye contact with somebody you're never going to see again in your life. And I was like, okay, that sounds like a serial killer thing to say, but I don't know. I'm not going to judge you off of it.
Isn't there a saying like how you treat a waiter is how it reflects a lot about your personality or whatever? Some bullshit like that.
I think Onision will tell you his personality isn't very personable at all. I think that's very obvious. Like everybody's acting like I'm naive, and I think I'm recognizing the type of person Greg is.
He is personable.
Well, he can't.
I don't.
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
I don't
okay.
think
So you
it's
just
nice.
admitted
in a sociopath way.
Now we're getting somewhere.
Exactly.
Because you just said he was personable, and you kind of overwrote but you know that I met him, and he is when he wants you to like him, he can be very personable.
Exactly.
When he doesn't give a fuck if you like him or not, then he's a total douche nozzle.
Yeah, that's what I meant by that.
So then the question becomes like, why would you want to be around someone like that?
I don't think sociopaths are inherently bad. And I think especially if you're strong-willed, you should be around the sociopaths because you can help give them a little more direction in life. I hang out with a lot of people that I think might be sociopaths.
Oh, okay. So it doesn't worry you that he's being kind to you for some reason and not other people?
No, because if Onision turned on me tomorrow and I was the next one in the long line of people that he talks shit about, I'd be fine with it. I'm not losing out on some sort of like once in a lifetime relationship with Onision. I'm not some fan boy that was like, oh, I watched your videos and I just love working with you, Greg. Oh my God, I'll defend you through anything. It's not like that. It's like the guy's really proficient with filming, and he's always been straightforward with me. So when we link up and I have a question about something he said, I call him on it, and he gives me his answer, and I'm like, well, I guess I can see where you're coming from, man. I understand that. I don't agree with it, but we don't have to see eye to eye, right? We just have to agree to disagree a lot of times. But everybody thinks that I'm like over here hiding some sort of shit or that I'm condoning all his actions just by working with him, and I don't condone all the actions, and I shouldn't have to take that heat just because I work with him. I definitely choose to defend him a lot of times, but I don't think that it's like his sins are not my sins.
No, and I don't think that it should be on you. I don't think you should be blamed for any of the shit that Onision does because he's his own person.
Yeah.
But and you're your own. But it's just a matter of why. Like knowing all of these things about Onision, why would you you know, be interested in having any kind of friendship with him.
Because I see a guy right now that is falling, right? He was at the height of his career a couple years ago, and everything's falling out from underneath him.
Mm-hmm.
And when I first started working with him, it was because I did a video on, it was the Billy drama was going down with Billy Laney and himself. And I cut all the clips of him talking about Billy, and I made them sound like he was talking about me. And I said that they had seduced me and groomed me into a triple relationship. And I made up a story where, you know, he made me grow an eggplant in his vegetarian garden and then fuck him with it. And it was just this outlandish, ridiculous story, funny comedy skit video. I never knew him personally before this. And he responds to me one day and was like, I saw the video, it was very funny. We should collab and make videos. And I was the one that put his name in my mouth. So I'm like, I should at least go see what this guy's like. I should go see if this guy is as bad as everybody says he is. Because I'm a big boy. I can handle my own. If I had to beat the shit out of Greg, I could beat the shit out of Greg, I'm pretty sure. Right? Like there's no world where I am the tiny little 17-year-old girl that can be taken advantage of. And when I met up with him, there was no evil man that I saw. I definitely saw a lot of flaw and a lot of questionable characteristics. I won't even say behavior. I feel like there's characteristics that he's grown into that is just like his default is a little different than most people. But that's never bothered me greatly. I do feel bad about the people that fall out with him because I saw with Sear. I met Sear the day before I met Greg. It was very weird, completely independent of meeting Onision. I met Sear, and Sear he tried to talk me out of going to meet with Greg, and we talked for like maybe a half an hour about it. And by the end, he's like, you know what? No, go work with him, man. Go see for yourself. Maybe it'll be different for you. But he tried to warn me, and it was different so far. Maybe I'll have that moment where it's a big fallout, and then you know what? Then I get to get those sweet Onision views, because nobody cares if I liked Onision for 2 years. As long as I start hating him again, everybody will jump on the bandwagon and be like, "Oh yeah, Billy, thank you for telling us all about Greg," because that seems to be the way it is with everybody. If you're talking bad about Greg, they fucking love you. That's what the lolcows want. And I would talk bad about Greg if I felt Greg was that bad. I don't see the part of him. Personally, you know, I know he's fucked up sometimes and has fucked up in the past. I'm not going to deny that. It's just not to the level that everybody wants it to be.
Okay. All right.
Mass Babe, do you want to join us for the after show, or what do you think?
Oh my gosh, no. Okay. It's so late. It's 11:14.
Because we're going to go into the after show right now. I just want to let you know that. And we can talk some other time, maybe on a stream or something, and we can go deep into this further.
I'm so tired of hearing about Onision.
I know, right?
Yeah, you look pretty out of it.
We are going to go to our after show now. Thank you, Mass Babe, for joining us and being a wonderful addition to tonight's episode.
Thank you guys for having me. I appreciate it again.
Yeah, we'll have you back again some other time. Good night, everybody. We'll see you guys on the post show on Twitch. Go check it out.
And all of our patrons, come talk to us live on the post show.
Later.
In the beginning, there was nothing. And then there was the Drunken Peasants Podcast.
Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. From the strangest corners of the internet, gonna get TP'd by Billy and Ben. You know where you can find them at. Get ready, cause they're gonna kick your... Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants.